Cool. Cool beans. How you doing? You alright?
Yeah, good, thanks, mate. You?
Yeah, sound, man. Sound. Just looking at what Bitcoin's doing. Shit in the bed.
It's taken a little bit of a tumble, hasn't it?
Yeah. These wicks at the top on the 4 hour are what concern me a little bit just here. These scammy wicks on the top. Very volatile, isn't it? See, what I'm looking for, really, is if we can fall back into these EMAs here, will be absolutely amazing, because that's what we did down here when we broke out. We fell back into the EMAs, into a buy and go to the beach down here. That would be lovely to get that little bit of opportunity to come back down to here. Do you know what I mean? It'd be amazing. What we're looking at here. Okay. You got anything you want me to look at, mate, whilst I'm in this live stream? Look at the stock RSI on the floor. Anything anyone wants me to look at whilst I'm here? Testing, 1, 2, 3.
Yo, what's up, CK?
How you doing, man? You alright?
So good, brother. How are you?
Yeah, I'm cool, man.
Can you take a peek at Dash, man? Are you still on track with I really do believe in its potential to that 2K this cycle. And I know we're retracing slightly because of Bitcoin, but I think it's still looking strong, you know.
Yeah, did we chart this before? Bet we have, haven't we?
I can't remember. I haven't been on a live in a while. The 4 kids have been keeping me busy.
Are they? So look on the weekly. Yeah, we did something, didn't we? Okay, so it's broken out of that. It's coming back down. Let me get rid of that. Tie this up. What's that? Okay. Dash. Dash needs to make a dash. We're looking at his stock's nice. On MACD bearish cross. Short-lived. Yeah, there is an important trend line it does need to adhere to here. You got wave 1, 2, 3. So you're looking at 2K for Dash, yeah? 1257. I'm looking at.
Oh,
might get
good. I'm not that far off.
Yeah, it might get overly impulsive and go to the 2.272 is a bit of a reach. Might get to the 2. It's all about this high here. You know, it's been a bit lackluster with this, hasn't it? It's not too bad, but it's not what it used to be. I think this is not an old chart, is it? This USDT. We want USD because it's been around for a while, hasn't it? Kraken. Yeah, this is where I've done some previous charting. Yeah, about $1,200, 1618. That's what I'm looking at. Minimal in this bull market, but it has to hold this low just here. Excuse me. So what we are on the weekly time frame here. Okay, so that's not too much of a good sign on the weekly. That 10 crossing that 20 like that, that's not very nice, to be honest with you. Don't like to see that. Last time we did that was way down there and we dipped. A bit of a cup and handle pattern there, isn't there, for Dash? Let's take a look at this. Let me dive in on the daily. Weekly's not too bad. You need to get back above that 55. But yeah, if it breaks this high here at 472, you are looking at that price tag up there, 1215. Take a look on the daily. A bit minced up in it like everything. It's just putting a double M top pattern just there. Obviously, I think it's met the target, I think. Let's have a look. Boom, that's where it is. Boom, target met. So it's met the target of a double M top pattern, but it's found support on this W bottom pattern down here. You see this? Let me show you. So it's holding support right now. A lot of projects have fallen back to that and held that support, that previous breakout. So as you can see, like when it broke here, and this is the thing I always say, like it doesn't have to happen, but if you're looking for a support base, when you break out of resistance and you're not back testing it as support, you see how there's no test of support here at this level of resistance. Just always have it in the back of your mind. If something's breaking out, you do want to see it fall back to its support, and it never did. Then that's where it's come back to right now, and you've got a beautiful bounce because, you know, when this started to roll over up here and lost its support, it's double M top pattern anyway, whopping 32% correction. But right now, you could have put some cheeky bids on there without me even telling you. Do you see that? right now you'd be up like 17%. So it's doing okay. It's doing okay. What's that? Daily dev cross.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
That's right. The double M top pattern's been met, so it's had its correction. It's found support on the WW bottom pattern. Okay, and that's where it back tested support where it's never tested it before. So that's good. You're looking relatively good here. I would imagine if we can break up right now, because we're having a bit of a scam week today, we're having a bit of a sell-off. It's been 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 beautiful days. There's bound to be a bit of a sell-off. People shit themselves thinking it's going back to zero, but you're just retracing. Your next wave up is you're looking at this high up here. You're looking at 430 minimal. Get back above DMAs. It's looking good. It's looking good. But yeah, you've held a key level support right there. It would have been quite nasty if I'd have looked at this and it's done this and it's lost this support just there and it's down here. Because as soon as you start losing this, you're rolling over. You've got a massive descending triangle. You're rolling into the bear just there. In the minute, it's looking good for continuation. You're retracing here for a key level support. I'm just going to have a look, see where you can get some cheeky bids in. So you're retracing off this impulsive high to this low just here. So these are the levels that you want to see held for Dash. You don't want to see it fall any lower than 159. It might come all the way down to 159. It might be a good place to get some cheeky bids in down here, the golden ratio, if we're fortunate enough, because the next impulsive wave out of there would be from here to there, and you could be looking at a beautiful $200. So you could be looking at a beautiful long up of around about 24% there on Dash. So take note of that. Be nice. But yeah, it's looking good. It's looking good. You've come down, you've held support. There is a W double bottom pattern just there as well. I'll show you. Because everything's mirroring this particular correction. This correction that we went through here in May. We come down like this, boom, 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 and we created this beautiful W bottom, this neckline. Look, it's doing it again, just here. Come down, W bottom. You break that neckline, you got a breakout target. So I'll show you the level of resistance right now for Dash is just there. So if you start to see it above 183, you got a beautiful long up on Dash. From there to there, you could be looking at a $220 price tag. From that break there, that's a beautiful 20% long up. And with that, you're coming back up against key resistance. You're starting to break out, and you've put in your wave 2. So this is wave 1 of wave 5. I really confuse people with Elliott wave theory. I'll show you what I mean. I'll try and draw it quickly. So what we've got here, we've got this low. You've had 1. Where are we? 1, potentially 2, 3. So 1, I would say, where's 1? Too deep, that's Corona dump. Okay, let's have a look at this. Get rid of that. Go to the weekly. Let's have a look. So you bottomed out in the bear just here. You've had your 1, you had your 2, you had your 3, you've had your 4, and right now your 5 potentially go to there. Hopefully get overextended and take out this all-time high up here for Dash. But I would imagine you're looking at retracement to this high anyway, around about 1215. But you have got fibs that can take you beyond that. We'll just check them again. So it's the 2, 2.272 I like to see predominantly. So yeah, I would imagine, if you break this high here, you're going to be looking at about $2,179 for Dash. It'd be nice, wouldn't it? It would be nice.
That is a good number. Jesus.
Yeah, it would be nice. It can happen. It can happen.
Yeah, I think I overshot it because I went to 2,225.
Yeah. I mean, it's got longevity as well.
But
what I'm going to do right now is drop the pi cycle top on here. And let's have a look at this. Let's drop it in. I have to go to the daily. Let's see if it called the previous cycle top on this particular. Okay, so it was a bit premature on the previous bull market in 2017. Look, this pi cycle top, I really like this. I really like the 111-day moving average. Okay, let's see if we're above it. Let's This will be golden if we are. Oh, we're just below it. We need to get back above it. Look, we fell under it. That's quite nasty. We need to get back above this orange line, because when you're above that, that's really, really good. You're in a massive uptrend. You get confirmation of that. So what we're looking for here, your exit strategy, is not necessarily that because it was premature in the previous run. But when Dash gets going, look at it, absolute takes off into space. So, if we do get that breakout, get back above that orange line there, of the Pi Cycle top 111-day moving average, it could absolutely explode here. But yeah, it's looking taster. Personally, what I wait for here, this is on the daily, isn't it? I would wait for a buy and go to the beach signal where you get the yellow line cross the red line and then fall back into its support. That's your golden entry point, just like it did here. Fell back its support. Beautiful. Is there any other projects that anyone wants me to look at whilst I'm on here quickly? Have a look at Bitcoin. Look at that wick.
Solana, if you could.
Solana, yeah, cool. See, I'm still on Bitcoin. I'm looking at this beautiful inverse head and shoulders pattern that's potentially playing out. It looks a bit rude, that. But when this breaks, it's going to absolutely take off into space. Let's have a look at this quick. We get this break of this level of resistance just here, wherever it is. Boom, 57k Bitcoin. Everyone's going to be buying Bitcoin. Everyone. Solana, Sol. Let's take a look at Sol.
Also loving the content, by the way.
Yeah, nice one, man.
So
Thank
good.
you. Yeah, cheers, buddy. Thank you. I'm glad you like it. Everyone seems to give good feedback, which is great. The Solana looks like it might be starting a new wave, a new impulsive wave to the upside. It's falling back to support. I mean, it's so strong. Look at that. It didn't even bounce off to 55 on the daily. That's how strong it is. I think you've got 5 impulsive waves to the upside. You've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ooh, it's still going. I think I did some TA on this, around about $400 in line. Let me have a look at this. Let's take a quick look here. It's based off fibs. So, impulsively, we could be on our way to minimal 332, which is nice. From here, you're looking at a further, from here to there, you're looking at a further appreciation of around about 102%. It's amazing, isn't it? That's only 102% to there. I mean, my mother, bless her, she was saying, buy it down here at 50 cents, sorry. Ah dear. Got in down here somewhere, but yeah, it's mad. This could just get absolute sent. This could be one of them like $1 to 1k coins in this bull market that happened in the previous bull markets as well. So it's looking good. Let me take a look where support level is right now. So this is a forecast for me based on fibs. You're looking at that. I'll drop that in. $332. All you got to do though is break this high. If you break this high here, you've got a beautiful long op of around about 48%, with stop losses. So if you start to see it come up and break this high here, you're going to be looking at $331 price tag for Solana per coin, which is a 48% long up off the break of the all-time high. And right now what it's doing is retracing. I hate the wicks on this particular project. Let me have a look at this on the weekly. What's that looking like? So you've got a nice bullish engulfing candle there. It's starting to pick up. I think October, November, December is going to be absolutely amazing here for crypto. I really do. I'm not seeing anything that's telling me not. I think that historically for crypto in bull runs, October, November, December have been absolutely mega. And I think we're going to go through the same thing, but I've not got a crystal ball, but everything's gearing up for it, basically.
Is there any signs in the news that you're looking for? Like maybe Ethereum talking about their 2.0 update or XRP's
the SEC
case. With the SEC.
Yeah, I mean, as soon as that comes out and it's green lighted, boom, it's going to take off, isn't it? But it's even with all the shit over it said, it's still conforming to a bull market. It's still been in an uptrend for the past year. I think it was down at like 10 cents or something at one point a year ago. That capitulation and that, and the fact that the news come out about the SEC, but it went up to $2. It almost did a 20x or something in less than a year, with all that over its head. So once that comes out and it's positive, you can only imagine what that's going to do to the price. It's going to get absolutely sent. And I see so many comments on the videos about $27. You're talking out your arse. But people, honestly, it could get there in a heartbeat. It absolutely could, because of what its use case and the wall of money that's lined up ready to buy it, I think. So with Solana here, we're tracing to this impulsive wave down here. So I'm just going to show where you could potentially put you may get some fruitful little bids in down here for Solana. Come down and up. So you're looking, the nominal retracement is the 050, so you might, saying that, it's really strong. Just put some cheeky bids on the 236 and $160. I think that may potentially hold, and that's your retracement done. before it starts to take off again, and starts to move on here. Tricky bids on 160 with stop losses, but that's how strong Solana is. It's a beast, really, isn't it? I think you've got a little cup and handle that's forming there as well. Let's take a look on the 4-hourly time frame, see if we can see anything. Yeah, so there is a little cup and handle there. Got that level of resistance just here. You're coming back, making the handle right there like that. And if you start to break out, which you are, some kind of tightening falling wedge just there, level of support and resistance. Once you break that, come up, break that high, you got a breakout target on Solana. I remember putting this on Twitter when it was like $30 and it absolutely exploded. So that breakout, that cup and handle, you're going to be busting the new high at 228 there. So that's a nice little trade in itself. If you start to see it come up and break this level of resistance right there, about 177, you're looking at a breakout to 230. You've got a nice little long up there, around about 29%, and with that you've got continuation as well. So it's all good. It's all good. There's some horizontal there that's broken out of again. Solana loves breaking out these horizontals. Continuation pattern. It did the same here, broken out of a massive horizontal. It's doing well. It's doing well. Just here, this was the horizontal that it formed on the daily. Take a look at this. Yeah, seeing it coming to this apex and I thought that's going to go, and it did go. So again, you're just doing exactly the same. Again, you've got a level of resistance just there, and you've got a level of support just here, like that. A huge horizontal. You come towards the apex, you've already broken out. You're pretty much on your way. Falling back to support, hold support, great continuation. Solana's a beast. Any other coins?
A little off topic, but are you interested in any NFTs?
Not really. There's a couple of people that are trying to work with me for NFTs, but I will get round to it. But I'm so busy. But I definitely will get round to it, yeah. Definitely will. What about yourself? Are you into them?
No, not right now. I have some friends that love NFTs, and they tell me all about it. And a few of the NFTs they do tell me about usually have been hits, which is good. But I don't get it. It's like art, right? It's like a very subjective
non-fungible token. It's
type
just a
of
digitalization of things, isn't it? I tell you what, you want to look at.
They're good for money laundering.
Yeah, you want to look at MetaHero. MetaHero, that's
MetaHero,
a fantastic.
yeah,
That's an amazing project. That is.
You mentioned it recently, right?
A lot of people think I'm trying to shill it and that, but I'm not. It's a great project. It's already 10x from my original video. It's a fantastic project. Anything like that, it reminds me of THETA, when that were getting kicked off and it was so down there and everyone thought it was scammy and that. But it's a great project. What they're trying to do is amazing. It's amazing. It's pushing the boundaries, and it's sort of moving, NFTs and digitalization and things like that. It's moving crypto forward. So you got to pay attention to them projects. So yeah, it's definitely one for the future. Don't miss that train.
Can you take a look at BPro?
BPro. I don't think I've ever tried that. Is it BPRO?
1E.
1E. Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever looked at this. Got a W bottom pattern there. You was holding, what was this, daily, isn't it? Yeah. So you broke out just there, but you couldn't stay above it. Let me have a look on the 4-hour. Yeah, you need to get back above there because you fell under this pattern at the minute. That was looking good. Just there, that would have been a fantastic opportunity, but it lost support just there. You come back into the pattern. Doesn't mean you can't break out again, but this is a key level of resistance here for BPro that you want to see it get back above. What is that? Yeah, TFUEL, yeah? So just there. That's your neckline, a WW bottom pattern. You see that high lows. Effectively, a massive sort of ascending triangle, effectively like this, with support and resistance. Right now, come back down. Hold this neckline as support. Bounce back up, break that. You've got a lovely breakout target here for BPro. And it is something like this, with WW bottom. Wherever you break out, you're looking at that. I would imagine that's quite a lot, actually, from there to there. Yeah, 27%. I'm going to keep an eye on this. Let me just write this down in my little notebook. BPro. I like these little small alts because they appreciate so much. You get real good upside on them. BPro. I'm going to write that one in. What else have I done? So, but long term.
Do you consider the coins function when making trades?
Not really, you know.
Like
the fundamentals, you mean?
Projects.
Yeah, the fundamentals. Sometimes you go down the rabbit hole, fall in love with it, and it just doesn't perform, you know. So it's all about hype and everything. It's all about hype. It's all about hype, you know. And if something's doing well and there's a lot of money flowing into it, then pay attention to it, because you can have a fantastic project that just goes sideways, you know, and you can be missing the boat. So technically, look at the chart, and then you'll see if it's any good. Do you know what I mean? So B Pro is very up and down, isn't it? There's a bit of a cup and handle there straight away on the daily. That's bullish. But yeah, you get it back above that level of resistance, you're looking at a beautiful upside around about 20-some%, I think it was. You're forming some kind of ascending triangle there, which is bullish. Look, boom, 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 like that. Come to the apex, you're going to get a break soon on B Pro, providing you can hold this trend line. You've got a trend line just there, an ascending triangle, yeah? Whoever asked for it. Just here on the daily, yeah, you got a beautiful cup and handle. I'm seeing this on everything. You know, this dip that we've just been through, this capitulation, this rollover, this correction, I'm seeing it on everything. So just here, you got a really key level of resistance there for B Pro. Once you break that, Jesus, it's going to take off into space. This will. You've got the handle which you formed just here. See that? Right now, you need. Have we broken the trend line? Not quite. So you've got some kind of ascending, you know, falling channel that you're adhering to at the moment. So once you break that level of resistance, which you will do when you break out this ascending triangle, you're going to be on your way. I think you at least come up to test this level of resistance, the neckline of a cup and handle. You could be looking at a beautiful long of around about 87% just on that. But when you break that level of resistance just there for B Pro, let's have a look at this. You've got a beautiful, beautiful cup and handle breakout target from there to there. You could be looking at retracing to this high up here. What is all this? Let me have a look at that. That's that scammy wick. That's some previous TA, that is. So yeah, I mean, you're looking at this for B Pro, come back up just there. That would be a whopping trade, man. From here, when you break that level of resistance, you could be looking at a 247% long up right there. Now, based off fibs, let's see where this can go to. So you've come down, you're coming up. You're looking at 29 cent. That's wow, that's mega. That could be an absolute beast trade. That could. Wow, 34x. 34x.
It's a really good project. It's
yeah, I remember a lot of people in the Telegram when this was doing this. Look, because this is what it does. These small alts, they do this. You know, when we get this next run, it will do it again. You know, it will do it again. So you're looking at a massive upside on this B Pro. So basically, you've got like, what is it? You could even call that wave 1. What is this? What does it do?
It's like a software that allows you to. It's launched like esports.
Oh, cool. What's the market cap of this? OH.
50 mil.
Is it? Let's have a look. B Pro. Could have found a little altcoin gem here. Whoever shouted that out. Circulating supply. Market cap 54. What did I say? 30x. So that's 10. That's 1.5 bill. Doable. That's right, isn't it? 1.5. No, what is that? That's 10. That's 20. 30. Yeah. Yeah, 1.5 bill is nothing, isn't it? You look at the market caps in the top 50. Yeah, this can do this. Easy. It's done it before. What was this appreciation from here? From this correction down there? Went up a whopping 90x. That's your wave 3, and you're looking at a wave 4 correction just here. Cause it's had a wave 1 here, very minimal wave 1. It's there. Where is it? That's too deep for a wave 1. So yeah, I would imagine you're looking at 1618. You could be looking at 29 cents on this bad boy. So yeah, 30x is definitely feasible for this particular project. Low cap gem, isn't it? 50 million market cap. That's nothing, is it? 50 million is a lot of money, obviously, but you know, I remember the last run you had things that did nothing and don't even exist anymore that went to $20 billion market cap, and they're no longer here. So again, this is how speculative it all is, and hopefully at the end of all this I can show you where the top is, and I can tell you, you know, not financial advice, but think about taking some profit off the table. You know, don't be a bag holder into the bear market, basically. So yeah, that looks good. B Pro, 29 cents. So if we continue to do this, break out this channel here of this handle, come up, break this neckline of this cup and handle. You see that big cup and handle, massive reversal pattern. So yeah, it's looking good. It's looking tasty. What's the RSI like? Look at that on the daily.
Look at CQT.
Look at your daily RSI in the floor. See you later. That's gone. What's the other one? CQT. Yeah,
CQT,
yeah, I've got my eyes on this. CQT. I've got my eyes on this because of the fundamentals of the project. You know, ICP is one that you do need to keep an eye on as well. QCP is down here. Yeah, I don't know what this is when it's got listed or whatever. Let me see if there's another ticker. QCP Kraken. So yeah, we'll use this chart. So for me, this is getting going. I think you've broken out a level of resistance already. Let me have a look. So basically with this, you've got wave 1, 2, and now you're looking at wave 3. Now wave 3 is massive. They're the bigger wave. So you're going to get a bigger wave than this, in my opinion. But again, nothing to say is financial advice. So your wave 1 was a whopping 540%, yeah? So you're looking at a minimal 540% on your wave 3. So if I just drop straight away 540% on there, you can see that 540% is roughly up there. So that's a minimal wave 1. So you're looking at $5, okay, straight off the bat for this particular project, which is basically a 5x from here on a minimal wave 3. Wave 1, but wave 3 is always bigger. Some cases it can be twice as long as that. So if we look at the fibs, we take a look, you can see that the 1618 takes you to 379 and the 2 takes you roughly, you know, a wave 3 projected target. But I think your wave 3 might get to the 2.272, you know. So this for me, that's my forecast, just up there, $6.69. $6.99, sorry. Let's round it off to $10 would be nice. Yeah, beautiful, it's looking good. You're breaking out, you've bottomed out here. You have got some kind of reversal pattern on the go here. You know, I don't really like the W bottoms when they do this, but they do break out. Like, you know, V-Chain does this. You've broke out, you've come back, you're coming back to the EMAs as support. You've got a buy and go to the beat signal on the 20 and the 55, which is good, absolutely golden. That's like a precursor to, you know, it's basically the first kind of buy and go to the beat signal you can get after a correction. But the nominal one you're looking for is when the red crosses the yellow. And when it does that, boom, you're off. And you fall back into it as support, just there, see you later. So this is looking good, this is looking really good for continuation. I do expect that we are looking at a minimal sort of, where are we, 2.272 fib, third wave. I think this is, what market cap is this? It's about 1 billion, isn't it? I think. So you're looking at around about another 5x. It's not a mega trade, but it's a good project moving forward. And like I said to you, you've literally got like this, look, wave 1, wave 2, wave 3, wave 4, wave 5 over extension. It's one of those. Impulsive
yeah, it's
wave.
a 54 mil market cap.
Yeah, I think that's with, if we take a look at the total, the diluted, what is it, CQT? The fully diluted market cap. Yeah, no, you're right. Circulating supply, total supply. Yeah, it's a baby. It is a baby. Fully diluted 1.1 billion. That was it. Yeah, because you've only got 125 million of them out. You do need to pay attention to the fully diluted market cap. So yeah, 5-6x puts it around about 6 billion. But I think that's underpriced for what this particular project is. So yeah, it's coming back to support. It's looking good for continuation. You come back up here and break this neckline. I think you're looking at a beautiful little long trade, 117. If it starts to come back up there, it's almost like some kind of V-shaped recovery. This is. You're looking at $1.50. So it could offer a nice little long up. I think you can long this on Qcoin, 30%. It's one of them little Qcoin gems. It needs to get listed on Binance, but here. Right here, if we form a new impulsive wave, I've already done that. So if we have a look where you retrace into, let's see where you might get some cheeky bids in. It's down here, let's drop that out. So you can see you've bounced off the 382. Worst case scenario, if you do lose that, I'd put some cheeky bids on the 050 at 101. I do think that it'll bounce there, but it's very strong. I mean, look at the wicks here, very, very strong. Come down, bounce off support, see you later. Looking for continuation. So yeah, it's a good little project, this is. When it gets going, look at that. Whew. Just takes off, doesn't it? Go through that again. breakout. We're up there. Any other projects? What's that? CQT.
Polkadot seems to be doing really well recently. What are your thoughts on the project?
Yeah, I mean, is it Parachains? Is it out yet? Are they coming out?
I think it's coming out.
Yeah, so it's broken out of a falling wedge just there. You've broken out of a well, you're not quite broken out of bottom, but you've broken out of this falling wedge and you fell back into the trend line support. So this is bullish. Your RSI is in the mid. You're almost forming a MACD under the histogram on the. You're almost forming a MACD bullish cross under the histogram, which is bullish. The stock RSI is a little bit overbought. That's why you're rolling a little bit. It's coming back for support. Is there a no? There's no bearish divergence on the daily. I bet there is on the 4 hour. Let's have a look at the 4 hour here. Yeah, so there's a bullish divergence, bearish divergence, bullish. What am I on about? Bearish divergence. There's a slight one. But yeah, you're coming back for support. You know, worst case scenario, this trend line just here, if it rolls over a little bit more, this trend line, you'll see it hold there and bounce. But it's holding the EMAs on a 4 hour like a boss at the minute. A nice little red candle today, isn't it? So you got a WW bottom pattern just here, look. See this? So you build in an ascending triangle effectively, something like this. You know, if you come down to this trend line, again, this offer a fantastic entry point. If it does roll, bids in there, come back up, break that level of resistance. You've got a beautiful long up just there. I'll show you. So that's the level of resistance that it's under at the minute. You can see that's where it's wicked. Just there, you see that? So it's a neckline, 33.54. Once you break that, you've got a technical target that you'll be in. Of around about $41.55, and it could really get the party started at that point, because like pretty much everything else, I bet there's a cup and handle pattern. Yeah, level of resistance, coming back, creating the handle, falling wedge, you're already broken out, break the neckline, boom. You'll be breaking the neckline anyway, because look, here to here, your technical target will be 41.51, so you're already breaking the neckline for a technical target that you'll be in of a cup and handle out of this, what is it, WW bottom and ascending triangle. It's all about where you break this. You could do something like this, boom, 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 break that resistance. You've got beautiful upside, you're looking at that. And then you break this neckline just here of a cup and handle. Look, there's your cup. Here's your handle, which is your falling wedge, which you've already broken out of, falling back to support. It's all good. It's all good. The market's really good at the minute. Really good. Because once it breaks that neckline, you've got a technical target that you'll equally be in of around about $65, and I think that's an all-time high, isn't it? So let's drop that in for future reference. Yeah, it is. And then obviously you're on your way to our forecast up here of $130, which is this impulsive wave which you do find yourself in, because like most things, it works in waveforms, and you've had 1, 2, 3, 4, and right now you're putting in the 5th wave to minimal $130. So yeah, it's a beast. I think from there to there, you're looking at further appreciation of around about 300% plus. But this is a nominal breakout target, the 1618. Now Solana, when it broke out, it went to the 1618, and the 2 ran into it and rolled back, and it's going for the 2.272. So, you know, Polkadot can equally get up there. It's a fantastic project, isn't it? So this could be a good one. Not as fruitful as some of them low cap gems though, because this is already established. But yeah, it's definitely got a breakout on the cards, and it's definitely looking for more appreciation right now. Is Polkadot. Beautiful, coiling up. What is that? That is effectively some kind of, oh yeah, falling wedge. Any other projects? What was that? I've got to write these down because I'm going to put on YouTube, and I'll need to make a list.
Hey Tom, can you look at HBAR, please?
Yeah, man. There's some news coming out about HBAR. There's a Meta. No, was it the mainnet update, isn't it? The mainnet update's on the 7th, so you might see a bit of a pump on this. I did put this on Twitter.
Yeah, I did see that. That's what I was wondering. What are your thoughts, and how high can we go, you reckon?
Is it going to be a nothing burger? Is it actually going to be good? I mean, you do get a lot of buy the hype, sell the news. You can see it's already picking up. It's not really breaking out as much as I'd like to see with the hype, you know, but if you do start to get a bit of a parabolic run up here, do think about taking profit up here if it breaks this high, because, you know, you do have something called buy the hype, sell the news, and when the news of mainnets come out and it's like nothing, you'll see the sell-off. Do you get what I mean? But technically, it looks good. It looks good. This is a whopping correction just there, wasn't it? But you have, look, there's a WW bottom just there. That's what I'm seeing on a lot of projects. So you're broken out. I think you're falling back into it, support at the moment. On the daily, you're falling back, so that's good, you know. WW bottom just here like this, your resistance, support, resistance, high lows like that, boom, ascending triangle. If you do fall back into it and lose this support, you need to hold the support of this triangle and obviously this red line, which is a 55 EMA on the daily, you know, for continuation. But you've got a lovely little buy and go to the beach signal just there on the 10 and 20, so that's a good little signal. Fall back into it, support offers a fantastic entry point, because right now you are technically, let me sort this horizontal line out, it's not really straight. Technically you're broken out of this level of resistance just there, so you are in a technical target from there to there. Okay, let me get this in just there. So you're looking at a 48-cent price tag, and you can see it was on its way there, but Bitcoin's sort of a bit indecisive, isn't it? So that's a 24% long up from here. I would imagine it's going to pick up though over the next couple of days. I think it's the 7th that the main net is out, isn't it? So you might start to see a bit of a run up here, a little retracement here. Next couple of days takes off. This is the all-time high, isn't it, for HBAR? So let's have a look at this. I don't like wicks. You could be looking at a 90-cent impulsive wave up, you know, off the next break just there. Let's have a look at this larger time frame that we've got on the go as well. So I mean, so many projects are forming this massive big cup and handle pattern just here, you know. So from there to there, you've got a level of resistance, you've come back, made this handle, you break out, break the level of resistance just there, you're in a technical target. From there to there, and what you can see that you will be breaking out of it, because when you break this high here, you're breaking out this high, and effectively you're breaking this trend line, you're meeting a 1618. So there's a lot of confluence here that you will going to meet that, because it's a technical target of a cup and handle. You break that, boom, you're on the 1618. So I would imagine you are looking at a 90-cent HBAR token here, which is basically, it's over, it must be over 100%, because it's 40 cents at the moment. So from here right now, you could be looking at a further 132% upside to HBAR. Now the thing is, does it end there? Let's take a look at this fibs. Where are we? See, we're at wave 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I reckon you might get a large impulsive wave here. Let's have a look. So from here to here, I need to get that knob on. 1618. Yeah, it's confluence. Boom, you're going to get there. Minimal 90 cents for me. You might get overextended on the 2 and the 2.272. So it's looking good. But you are going to run into resistance. Look, and that might be a level of resistance, so you want to take a bit of profit. 64 cents and the 1.272. Fall back for support, attack the 1414, fall back on the 1272, and then attack that 1618 at 98 cents plus. So it does it in stages, waveforms. So it's looking good. HBAR.
Okay. Thanks, mate.
No problem, man. HBAR. But it's holding support really well. I think like when this does break, it does tend to go. Is this a layer 1 solution or something? It's got something good happening with it, hasn't it? You know, when it does start to go, it really does go. I mean, it's only just put in its all-time high, isn't it, a few weeks ago? So yes, we traced, found a beautiful level of support on the EMAs on the daily, 55, created a beautiful double bottom, broke out, holding it as support, looking for continuation. This could offer a whopping little trade of 100% plus. Any other projects?
Could you please take a look at KSM Kosama? We'll appreciate it.
Yeah, man. No dramas, mate. I had this in. Kasama, I don't even want to tell you about this one, mate. I was looking at this because I watch a guy called Chico Crypto. Has anybody else watched Chico Crypto? Yeah, he's cool, man. I've been watching him for years, man. And like, I think last year, really early on in the year, like February or something, 2020, he was bigging this up big time. And like, I bought a few. I'll be honest with you, I bought a few, made a bit of money, sold it, you know, and then it just kept going. Oh dear, I did not foresee that. This is a beast. It's moving massively and impulsively, isn't it? You know, so again, you know, you've got your big cup and handle pattern. Look, you've got one there. Look, you see this? When we had this correction last September, and we rolled into this sort of correction there, we load out and we create this beautiful cup and handle pattern. Level of resistance just there. You know, come back, make your handle. As soon as you break the neckline, you had that sort of wick down last January, and then boom, it's gone, and it meets the technical target. Again, you've got a very similar scenario here. You've got a neckline here of cup and handle. You know, you just here, you're conforming to high lows as well. From there to there, look at that. So you're creating very similar structures to what you did here last year. Got its high lows, like an ascending triangle. You know, same here, ascending triangle, come up to the neckline, you break out, you're gone. And you're looking at the 1618, which is roughly $1,594. And in February down here, I was buying it for $1, and I was selling it for like, you know, $3 or $4. Could kick myself. But you can't go chasing everything. You know, it's so many projects out there, isn't it? So, yeah, it's looking amazing.
Sorry to interrupt, man, but would you mind looking at AXS?
Yeah, of course I will, man. I'll just finish this one. What is this one? KSM. Yeah, so this is building up, you know, just like it did in this previous correction here last year. We sort of create this massive basin, sort of going along like this, high lows, conforming to a level of resistance, broke out, fell back to support, nasty little wick down. I think that was that January correction where everything shit the bed. You held the support, see you later, you were gone, you know, and you're putting that whopping impulsive wave. And right now, you do this, you conform here again to this level of support, resistance, you know, you're making these high lows like this, boom, 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 boom. Slowly but surely, you break out this trend line, you're gone, you're up here. You know, so it's looking really, really good. The actual technical target off this cup and handle, though, let's drop this in from there to there, is wherever you break. You know, it could be the end of October. I'm looking for. I think everything's going to get explosive towards the end of October. To be honest with you, I think you're looking at $744 come November. To be fair, which is probably a double up from here, isn't it? So that's Kusama. It's looking really good. Let me have a look at this. See if there's any kind of. Yeah, I mean, look, you've got an ascending triangle. Can you see all these little patterns within patterns? You know, you've got an ascending triangle there, W double bottom. The reversal patterns, you know, they're really, really bullish patterns. You coil up in some kind of ascending triangle, beautiful W bottom pattern like that. Boom, 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 boom. You come to the apex. You've got a breakout here for Kusama. From there to there, and you were looking at breaking that neckline. And you were looking at $427. So you break that neckline wherever it is. You're looking at a lovely little 18% long op. I'll drop that level of support in for you, resistance, sorry. So if you start to see it come up and break that 355, you know, starts to hold its support, you got a beautiful little long op, and right there you're just forming another wave within this larger ascending triangle, which eventually when you break out of, you're gone. What was it? AXS?
Thanks, man.
AXS. It's alright, mate. It's alright, you know, and when things go up, they have to come down, you know. Just look to the charts, look at the charts and move to the left, and you'll see that it does it before, you know. Look, it went up, oh no, it's going to zero, but it just comes down, it holds support, you know, and it coils up. And if you're creating high lows and you conform to a level of resistance, you're going to get forced into some kind of break. And that's exactly what it's doing, and rinse, repeat. It's only when you start to lose structure, and this is the structure just here, okay. You create a high, rolled over, create a low. Right now you've got your top, you've got your bottom, you're coming up, you run into resistance, potentially falling back. It's if you lose this low, you've lost market structure. Do you understand? And this is why I don't understand why people say we're in a bear market. Because there's no bear market here. This is a corrective phase of a bull market. And people that are sort of pushing the bear market agenda are talking out their arse. Yeah, if you lose this low, that's your bear market. There's your bear market, and it will roll over. But you're not doing that. You high lows, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Breakout, see you later, alligator. You know, it's all golden. It's all good. AXS. Let's have a look at AXS. So, I think like just I can show you. Your bear market's it's gonna do this. Everything's gonna do this. Look, everything's gonna do this, and then when it does this, run for the hills. Not financial advice. AXS. Have I even put it in here? No, not have I.
AXS like pumps every day, like wildly.
It's something to do with gaming, isn't it? AXS. I'm sure it is.
I'm not pretty sure actually, but.
Wow, yeah, I've charted this before. I was looking. What was I looking for there? The 1618 off there, and it's got there. Fuck's sake. Sorry, language. Oh, I spilled my tea. I remember this. I was gonna trade this, and I never got round to it, and it's meant the 1618 like a boss. Let me just wipe that 1 sec. It's not my tea over like a div. Yeah, this is doing well, isn't it? I think I looked at this previously a few months ago in a stream. I think. Let's have a look. So off this impulsive wave there, yeah, we've gone on to that 1618. So that particular target's been met, and now you're breaking out again of this impulsive wave. So let's have a look, see where it's running into. You might be running to a level.
I'm currently on a long trade from $92.
What, on this?
Yep, on AXS. I just bought it. I found it in the gainers one day, and it was like proper gambling. So
Yeah.
I just chucked money in there.
Well done, mate.
Because the chart looked bullish to me, so I just put
It is
money.
bullish, yeah. It is bullish. I mean, moving up so beautifully, isn't it? You know, but you are running to the 1618 right now, so you see you got your wick above it. I would imagine you're going to see a roll over here. You've absolutely melted through. The thing is, like, you see these fib levels here. When you're breaking through them, you can immediately see where your support is. You've got support there at 96 that you've not tested. So on the daily, you know, you've melted through. So when you see that, primarily, you need to come back down and test it. Do you understand that? So I would definitely put some bids in down here on this for AXS, because I think that's where it's going to come down to. It's going to come down to this swing high. This is what it does: swing high, swing low, swing high, swing lows, swing high, swing lows. So yeah, I would imagine you're getting overextended here on the 1618. You've met it like a boss. Beautiful. Take profit. Roll back down. Put some bids on $96, and then it will go again. You know, because you've melted through it with that candle. You know, if ever you see that, especially on any time frame, you see it melt through, that's quite negative. It's not negative because it's going up, but usually if you see the rollover, it always comes back to where you've never tested support. It's the same with trend lines. You know, you break out of trend lines, if you're not testing them, you usually see that come back to support. And here, like, look, it rested. When it got overextended, look, you come up, swing high, swing low, swing high, swing low. And when it fell back, where did it rest? On the swing high. So yeah, I would definitely put some bids on this particular area here and sit pretty, because I do think that it will come back to there. But again, not financial advice.
Not financial advice, but wouldn't this be a good short opportunity?
It absolutely would be, yeah. We've stopped, so I would have set a short at 1618 at $148. You know, it's already $6 down, so you're already doing okay off that particular short right there. You know, the 1618. You can see it's taken off in space. And like I said to you, you buy big green candles, you get big red dildos. You know, you're going to get shafted. That's going to come back down and rest on this swing high. It's what it does. Look, it shows you. It's what I do. I go up, consolidate. You know, roll over, rest on the swing high. I go up, break the high, consolidate, rest on the swing high as support, and I'm gone again. And that's what these projects do, you know. They always come back to the swing highs.
Thanks, man. I really, really do appreciate it. It was really so helpful.
That's all right, mate. You know, but don't take my word for it. It could carry on here. It could absolutely carry on and go up in space. But if it does start to roll and you're wondering where support is, it's on this swing higher, on this wick, okay? This is where I'll definitely put some bids in for the next break, because if it does come down to there, you've got your level of resistance there, the previous high, just there, yeah? So I'll drop these fibs out. And then you've got a level of support just there, okay? Really is easy like that. So you're going to get caught between support and resistance. So essentially, if it does come down and holds that support on the previous swing high, your next impulsive wave is $212, you know. So it's up to you. You could sit now and not take the risk, because it will eventually get there, won't it? Eventually, you know, in this bull market, this can go absolutely anywhere. What's the market cap of this? Let me have a look at lay down a long-term price prediction just there. Wow. Yeah, so you've got your 1, your 2, your 3, your 4, and right now you're putting in a 5. There might even be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 rollover. Wasn't much of a rollover though, was it? ABC, I suppose it was. ABC, this is really, really bullish. This is ABC. This is insanely bullish. So let's have a look at this, where it could get to. What's it called? AXS. What's the market cap of this?
AXS. The market cap of this is 8 billion. It's currently sitting on number 20.
Yeah, so the fully diluted is 40. Okay, so 39 is the fully diluted. So you've got 270 million. Circulating supply is 61. The fully diluted market cap always puts me off. Always puts me off. I think with this particular project just there, you got your 1, your 2, your 3. You're potentially putting in your 4, and your 5 will be up here somewhere, won't it? Let's see if we can see anything on the fibs. But I think every single target's been met on the fibs, to be honest with you. We've just done this 1618, haven't we, from there, and that's where it ran into. You could see yourself go on to the 2.272, yeah, after a cool down. But right now, it's about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Just round up, straight up. What are we now? On 150. That's a double. That puts it on 80 billion. $300. Let's call it $300. Round measure. That's just using bare tokenomics to lay down a forecast, because it's in price discovery, you see. When things are in price discovery, the only thing you can do is fibs or tokenomics, basically, you know. So you can see that this particular level here is where we're running into resistance, isn't it, on the 1618. We're wicking above, you know. So it's pure price discovery at the moment. If you do start to see it roll over here, then I would imagine you're going to rest on this $96, a previous swing high, as support, before you build up momentum and get the next leg up here for AXS. But it's looking really, really bullish, isn't it? Really bullish. I'll show you just here. It's a level of support resistance. It's a massive level of support just there, swing high. And this one here. I'm just trying to find out where you might get it in the next bear market. So let's say we do go up here at $300, round number. Okay, we get overextended. Go up there, and that, I think that puts it around about 80 billion fully diluted. Well, alts tend to retrace around about 90% plus. So boom, there's your bear market low, $11. $11 in the bear market, that's what you'll get it for. So there's your bull market end and your bear market low. And at that point, we'll jump into the next bull market down here at $11 for AXS. So this is why you always take profit when you can, because when you enter the bear, people hold on, and the bag hold, you know. People buy it $300, and then down here, and they think, oh shit, I'll exit now, $11. That's what happens, human psychology. And people always think as well, you know, it's not going to have a bear market. It's not. It's a great project. They do have bear markets. Everything has bear markets. Alts get destroyed. So yeah, so that's some analysis on AXS. Any other coins anyone wants me to look at?
I haven't.
You are?
Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, just to continue on AXS, one more question.
Yeah,
if we get a daily close under the 1.618, do you think it's going to be a good short, like till the 0786?
Yeah, I would have thought so. Yeah, definitely. You know, because that's the wick there. That wick there it's being sold off. So if you start to see it close below 147.60, let me get this knob on for you. So it's a little bit off there. I'm going to get this right on for you so I can give you the right target. So if you start to see it close below 148.56, it's looking for a short, and you're looking to roll down and come back for, you know, you're basically retracing. Effectively, you're retracing to a key level support for continuation, but it's that overextended and you're that far away from the EMAs right here. I would imagine you're just immediately going to come down to this swing high. People taking profits, you know, cascade of selling, comes down, lands on there, where you're going to see a massive order book of bids, just like here. You know, you rest on that swing high down here, boom, you capitulated, massive order of bids, see you later. You know, and that's why it's absolutely exploded. So this would have been an amazing trade right here, from this low here, this swing high, right to that 1618 is 211%. So that's swing high, swing low trading, really easy. You know, on any project, when you start to see it collapse and roll, people think, where's it going to go to? You'll always see it bounce off wherever the swing high is. You know, so these are the wicks. Potentially, you could see it fall all the way down to 83 cents and bounce wick back up. Do you understand that? So that's AXS. Yeah, if you do start to see it close below the 1618, I would imagine it's looking for a retracement right there, looking for a roll. So yeah, that's AXS.
Okay, thank you.
Good luck, man. But don't take anything I say as financial advice. It's educational and entertainment purposes only. You know, I'd hate it if it did start to close under that and carried on and you'd sold. But anyway, that's what it is.
Oh yeah, don't worry. It's just for entertainment.
Yeah, man. Yeah, that's like a tokenomics. Basically, that's a forecast based off tokenomics more than anything, than any charting. $300, I think that just doubles it up at around about 80 billion, $78 billion market cap, you know. So that's AXS. Any other projects? But this is FOMO.
Did you do any entertainment on DOT yet? Polkadot?
Yeah, we looked at DOT. We did look at DOT, to be honest with you.
Sorry.
No, it's all right.
No worries.
I'll just remind you quickly, it's looking really good, mate. It is looking bullish. There's all sorts at play here. There's cup and handles. You've got ascending triangles. You've got W double bottoms. You break $33. You're looking at a wave up, a technical target $41. But you break that. As soon as you break $33, I think you're looking at continuation. You're looking at a bare minimal of $65, mate, which breaks the all-time high. So it's looking really good. And then that would really be getting the party started. And my sort of target is the 1618 at $130 from here. So it's over 3 or 4x, isn't it? I think. Any other coins?
Can I ask you an educational question off of that? You say the 1618 or the 2.272 are for these coins. Are we basing them off of their extensions from previous cycles? Like, for instance, Sol did a full 4.236.
Yeah.
Are we thinking max on top of that, another 0.236 then?
Possibly, yeah. You know, this is when I lay down the 1618, they're just nominal. You know, it's where it's nominally going to get to. You know, but over that, just wishful thinking. But it does get there. You know, we are in a bull market, and when it starts to go, it does absolutely take off, doesn't it? So this is a nominal forecast of the 1618 at $130. But yeah, I would imagine at that point we're getting really, really bullish here for crypto. I've got some theories. I've got some theories on crypto and the previous .com bubble. You know, I've been posting it on Twitter and the Discord. I think I was in the Discord this morning on some theories that I've got with that, which are, you know, people think that we're going to run into the year end here and it's going to be the end for crypto. I don't personally see that. I think that we've got more life in this crypto bull run than a lot of people anticipate here. You know. And whilst the stocks and that are going sideways, it's actually good for crypto, you know. And the DXY as well. Let's take a look at DXY. What's that doing? Let's have a look at that. DXY. It's pushing up a little bit, isn't it? So this is some kind of fractal that I'm looking at for the DXY. You know, very rinse repeat of last year. It's all playing out pretty much similar. You know, when we rolled into October and we rolled over in the DXY, and with that you're seeing Bitcoin just absolutely go on and melt faces, and crypto as well. So, you know, it's a very, very similar fractal here. Broadening wedge, resistance. I mean, it hit resistance the other day right on the target when I posted it on the video. You know, rolling back. Look at that for a 3-day rollback there. It's coming back for support. You might see a little bit of a pickup, but you know, technically you've ran into the resistance here, this. So your next technical target is the support of this. You know, just like this was here, where you ran into the resistance of this broadening wedge. And what did you do? You came back to the trend line of support, and then you lost it. You know, if we do that again, this is amazing for crypto. This right here, if this does this is insane for crypto. You're looking at appreciation across the board, which is what we all want, obviously. But if the DXY breaks out and goes up, you're into the bear market right there. What was I going to look at? Bitcoin. So yeah, let's all keep our fingers crossed. Everything's gearing up. It looks all right. What's this? Bitcoin, BTC, 1 day, crawling up. I've not looked at that BTT for a while. So that broke out of that, but it's not got there. BTT looks good. WW bottom breaking out. Come back to support. How far away from that right now? 233%. Any other coins that people want me to look at?
Aurora.
How do I spell that?
KAR.
KAR. Oh, Karora Teva. What's that? I've never even heard of it, to be honest with you, mate. It's on Qcoin. Let's look at this. KAU. Karora. 502. Ranking 779. 190. 3 months ago, so it's doing well. From that, all-time high 19 days ago. Let's have a look. Up, down, stepping stone. What's the market cap of this? 68. You're giving me these little altcoin gems here. I love these. These are the ones you want, like high risk to high reward, basically. Let me write this down. What is it? Car. What does this do? There's a chap that asked me for it. What does it do? A scalable L1 DeFi over Kusama. So it's part of the Kusama network. There's a canary release for okay. Let's have a look at this then. So you're almost getting under the histogram just there. It might form a nice beautiful bullish cross. That's nice. You get that beautiful little wave up. You're forming high lows. You RSI is in a beautiful mid level there, mate. Look at that, boom, beautiful. That's what you want to see. If you want to wave up, zoom out on the daily, get the RSI in the middle there, and you're great for continuation. You beautiful high lows here, like that. Come down, no resistance, just like that. Have we broken out already? I would say we have. We're broken out, and right now we're coming back to test this trend line. Boom, 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 boom. This is looking good. So you're going to retrace to that, and then you're going to break that and go on. So from here right now, you've already broken out on this. So you're looking at a $20 price tag. So that's nice. From here right now, you're looking at a further appreciation of around about 154%. The responsible thing to do here is wait till you break 1369 and put in a nice long op of around about 50% to the 1618, where you will run into a level resistance right there. But it's looking good. You've broken out of a falling wedge. Boom, 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 boom. Broken out, falling back to support. You're going to get a nice little break here. You're going to come up to there, run into a level resistance, roll back, and then you're going to get a nice little break, roll back, and then you're up. You're up there, mate. It's like I can see into the future. But as long as you don't lose support, this is your technical support just there, okay? That you do need to hold. And obviously you've got this higher low. Look at this. You're falling back to like that. Break out. See you later. But if you start to roll over here and lose this low just there, you start to see it come any lower than that, that could be quite negative, and you could roll under a key level support, and then I would imagine you're going to come down to this low, get a little bounce at 567. But I don't see that. I think it's relatively strong. You've broken out of a key level resistance in a downtrend. Look at that. Resistance, 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 broke out, fall back to support, continuation. So it's Qcoin, isn't it? Is it on Binance? This? No, Qcoin. I know Qcoin. I'm going to write it down. I'm having a little go on that one. So that's looking decent, mate. Looking decent, providing we can hold this support. Let me have a look at the 4-hourly time frame here. See what we've got on the go. A little bit of a rising wedge just there. Fell back to support. Hold it. Continuation. There's a slight bullish divergence just there that's playing out just now off that wick. Slight bullish. So this might be your bounce just here. Let me have a look. There to there. Got a level of resistance just here. It's not pretty, is it? Coming into the apex, you're going to get a break here soon. Break out of here, and you're going to be looking at a beautiful little upside. You've got another little impulsive wave off this low, if you hold it, of around about, let's get this on knob on for you, $9.29 here. Coming to this apex, start to break out, you could be looking at a beautiful little long up of around about 15% on that. But it's looking good because you have technically broken out of a massive falling wedge just there. You know, falling back, created another one, hold support just there. See you later, alligator. You're going to retrace up to these highs where you in each wedge where you hit the highs. So yeah, it's looking good, mate.
Oh, thanks.
I've given you a forecast. Did I give you a forecast? I did, didn't I? I gave you that forecast. What was it? 9 something. Let's just do this again. I'll give you a forecast. Get that knob on. So you're looking at $20. Let me drop some future reference. So when I come back and say, oh, there it is. I did call it. There it is. $20. Boom. Nice. That's a low cap gem, but you know that's a nominal thing. That's a nominal forecast just there. This could go beyond that, you know, because it's a very small cap, isn't it? You know, but that for me, I'm not going to give you any greater extension than that other than the fibs. You know, 1618, take some profit. Any other coin?
Yeah. Can you look at Ecomi? The ticker is OMI.
Yeah, OMI.
Yeah, OMI. I'm not sure if it's on TradingView.
think I've looked at this before, you know. OMI Tether. I think I've looked at this before. Wait, have I actually added it into my list? Let me have a look. No, I didn't. Straight off the bat, it's doing well, isn't it? USDT. Even press record. Yes, I have. Wow, I've been doing this for an hour. Right, carry on. What we got here? See, I hate the wicks. Hate the wicks. Right,
How's your day going, Cointed?
Yeah, same.
Tom.
Yeah, cool, bro. Cool. It's all good. It's all good. Did some videos this morning. Then I did some.
What time is it for you?
For me, it's 5:15 in the evening, mate. PM. So
right, so like 12 hours.
Yeah. Where are you, Oz?
Behind. I'm in New Zealand.
Oh, cool, man. We've got friends that live there. Near Wellington.
Great.
Near Wellington. We want to go and see them, but the lockdown's a bit difficult at the moment. We're hoping to go and see them at some point next year. They've just literally.
Oh, that's great. That's great. You're coming to New Zealand. That's so good.
Yeah.
Very nice place.
Yeah, it looks amazing. It looks amazing. So yeah, hopefully get over there. But on these charts, when you get these horrible wicks, sometimes I like working without wicks. Excuse me. Sometimes I like working without wicks. The wicks are not too bad on this, but if you don't like working with wicks, just go to settings and take your wick off. Take your wick out the game. And sometimes you get real scammy wicks, especially on the cheap ass exchanges. I'm not saying it's cheap ass exchange, but sometimes it's nice to work without the wicks. But no, this is insanely bullish, isn't it? You've got a buy and go to the beat signal on the 1st of October on this, just here. You had this correction, fell over, buy and go to the beat, see you later, alligator, gone. And you can see you've got your big cup and handle just here, which kind of played out, you know, like that. You're broken a level of resistance, so you're in a technical target from here to there. It's a bit rough arse from there to there, and you can see you're marching towards that. I'll just drop it in because it's like 0.07 technical target right now of a big cup and handle. Let me just drop this out, and then on the fibs as well, bit of confluence just there. See what I mean about the scammy wicks? Where'd you go from? Go from there. You can see that's pretty much the 1618. Boom, so you're on your way. Bit of confluence just there. Drop that there. Boom, you're on your way. So I think you're looking at further appreciation from here of around about 13% just to get to that level there. Forecasts, again, it's in price discovery, isn't it? So it's difficult other than using fibs. You know, if it continues, you could be looking at a 2.272 at 0.008. What is that? 0.008. Yeah, you know, you might flick it to 1 cent here. What's the market cap of this? OMI. Let's have a look at this. OMI. What are we? 10. Where are we? Why has it got no data? Market cap 1.4 billion. Okay, so it's looking good. So why have we got no more data than this? 2021. This is absolutely took off into space. What happened there? Okay, so this is going sideways, broke out, going sideways. So to me, that looks like wave 1 potentially, wave 2. You're looking at 2 more waves here. 2021. Why have we got no more trading data? This is what does my head in. If it's a feature I want to see on TradingView, it's just here and it says to you the date in which we first took data, because then you could just get the original instead of going for all the tickers. But yeah, this is looking decent, mate. You're looking at a minimal 2.272, aren't you? You know, further extension just here. So round it off to 1 cent could be nice. From here right now, you're looking at further appreciation of around about 34% for this particular project. You can see it moves up in these waveforms like this, you know. So it's looking okay. It's looking good. $1.4 billion market cap. The volume's coming in as well, which is what you want to see as well, so that's nice. Let's have a look on the daily, see if we see anything. Ooh, big green candles get big red dildos. When did that collapse? September. Is this new? Is there a different place that I can look for this? Do you know?
Honestly, I've got no clue.
Let me have a look at this. Okay.
What was it? Omni.
Yeah, Omni, March 21. That's your top, your bottom, your top. Let me have a look at this. It's on the Sendex. Same chart.
Coin market cap got it.
That's the futures.
Coin market cap's got it from.
Yeah, 2019, isn't it? I can't see.
2014.
Wow. So what was it before then? Was it rebranded?
Nah, coin market cap's got it as Omni. Hey, so
Omni, yeah.
on price, on trading view, goes back to.
How do you find out where it, the longest? I'd love to see that feature. You know, when you're putting a ticker in, and there's like a little bracket in. It says, first date on March 27th, 2012 or whatever. So you can just immediately pick that. I need to send them a message. I think that'd be a cool little feature when you're looking for tickers.
But their data only goes back to their platforms. That's why CoinMarketCap goes all the way back.
Of course it does. Of course it does. So just here, if we go off fibs, then I can give you a better forecast. To be honest with you. So yeah, you're looking at 5 cents. That's more like it, isn't it? Yeah, that's more like it. So you've come up with this, you retrace, and now you start to come back up through the fibs. You've got a back above the golden ratio, which is good. You're going to attack the 786. Start to get through that, hold its support, come up, break this high. You've got a beautiful, massive monster cup and handle pattern. Come back for support, break that, boom. You're looking at that 1618. And this is more like it. $1.4 billion market cap is about 7x. So what's that? It's about a $10 billion market cap. There you go. So that's Omni. It's looking good, mate. It's looking good. You're a little bit overextended here. If you do start to rally a bit more, take some profit on the 786 at 0.079. It might be a little short up as well to come back down to golden ratio or this swing high as support. Okay, so you got like a bit of a bull pennant just there. Let's see this technical target. From there to there, you're broken out. Boom, you're on the 176. So the 0786, sorry. I do think you're on your way to that. You're probably putting a couple of waves to it, but I do think you're on your way to 0.7960, where I would definitely take a bit of profit, because at that point you'd probably see it roll back for support. And I think a support would primarily be this swing high just there, and then it'll build up, break that high, and then you're looking at that. Boom, break that high, you're looking at that for this particular project. So it's all good. This is the daily time frame. Buy and go to the beach signal, came up, fell back into support. See you later, alligator. Out of here. I need to write that down.
Do you mind taking a look at BTC? It looks like it's currently breaking out.
Of course, mate. Of course.
Well, that Omni started at $153.
Oh, you fricker. What was it on now?
In 2014, that started at 168. Sorry, 168.
They must have changed the tokenomics then, because that would be absolutely insane. Because I think this is a $1.4 billion market cap already. So
the market cap when it started was only 124 million.
Yeah, they had no supply then, a very limited supply. So there's something gone on with the tokenomics there. They've probably released more coins or something, or rebranded or something along the lines. But yeah, I mean, it's looking like it's adhering. It's breaking out structures. You run into resistance, coming back to support. You're holding the EMAs. This is looking for the 16185 cents. So this is looking good. What was it from here? Just to remind people, from there, you're looking at 800%. Beautiful. Bitcoin, our beloved Bitcoin. What's it doing to us? 48618. That's good. No stock in back.
If you look at the hourly, I think we broke out of a symmetrical triangle.
On the what hour, sorry?
The 1 hour time frame.
1 hour, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, man, I was looking at it's like a little bit of a BART pattern coming on here. I mean, the BART's still in play, to be fair. You know, when you do something like this, if you fail to break this eye, you know, start to come up, you can put in a BART, come back down to where you formed it, you know, this particular level there, which is a trend line that's really interesting to me because it's this sort of WW bottom trend line as well. So, you know, like I said to you, you've melted for it. Have you tested its support? No. So it's still there. It's on the radar until it's not. Do you understand that? So for me, this is a nominal retracement for Bitcoin. So if it was to shit the bed and retrace, put some bids down there, 45152, because you can see you've melted for it, especially on the hourly anyway. But just because it's melted for it doesn't mean it has to come down there. It's just a sort of target that you have to keep in mind, you know. So I mean, it's looking all right, isn't it? Let's have a look. So you've got a level of resistance support, sorry, just here. Chip chop sideways. You can see that's a primary level of resistance right there. You need to see that broken.
That's the weekly, isn't it? That's the weekly bar.
This is the hourly. What, this one here, the 45152?
No, where it's banging its head is the weekly.
Yeah.
Up there, that's what's banging its head. Wants to do it, but it just can't get past that weekly, going back on that previous dip on the left.
This is a beautiful candle. That's called a bullish engulfing candle, isn't it? You know, it's beautiful. That's really bullish. So if we can maintain this, we're out of here, you know. And like I said to you, on the daily, look how close we are to this blue resistance line just there. And this is many things, this level of resistance just there. It's many things. But look at that, falling wedge, broken out already. Why is anyone messing about here? What, you know, this is bullish. This is insanely bullish. You're broken out of a falling wedge. The handle of a massive cup and handle pattern that gives you a technical target of around about 57k, isn't it? From there to there, you know, everyone should be stockpiling Bitcoin here because it's going to 57k, 77k, sorry, which is an all-time high because it's a cup and handle. You're breaking out. It's a neckline here. You trace into this level just there, which is where you run into resistance. Look, because when you break out of falling wedges, you come out and you always hit the points at which you created the wedge. So you can see that's where you ran into resistance just there. You break that, you've got a technical target of this high. But what you're doing when you break that high, you're breaking out of a massive cup and handle pattern just here, okay, which gives you a technical target of 77k. Equally, you're breaking out of a massive horizontal, okay, you're equally breaking out of a massive bump and run pattern as well, you know, the lead in, the run up, and then the back test for support. See you later. So it's all really good, and there's equally a massive monster inverse head and shoulders pattern as well, which is being formed. So it's all bullish. It's all bullish till it's not, you know. So yeah, a bit of a mega bull on Bitcoin, but it needs to do well because otherwise nothing else will. So yeah, it's doing well. Hopefully it can continue. But right now you are coming up above that level of resistance just there for Bitcoin. But you did have that wick up before. Potentially that might form a little cup and handle within itself. And the hourly time frame, keep an eye on this. So if you do run into a level of resistance just here and you start to fall back, you know, come up like this and you come back to this trend line here, okay, which is this resistance and support just there. If you come back to that, do something like that, you're going to break out of a cup and handle just here, and that equally gives you a technical target to the upside as well. Let's have a look at that. From there to there, you could be looking at a beautiful little long op. Again, it takes you above this blue line. It's all bullish. Fingers crossed, everyone. We need Bitcoin to be bullish for the market to continue. Where are we? Take a look at the 4 hour. We had a whopping bearish divergence just there, which played out. So it's all good. There's stock in the floor.
I actually measured all the moon cycles. You know how with the moon cycle, funny nonsense says that it's going into a bit of a downtrend.
Oh yeah. So
I went through and measured all the ones that were the blue, where it says it goes down, and then I averaged it all out. And if it does go down, it's a 22% retracement. That's the average.
Okay, so the dump moon is on a 6th, isn't it? So on the dump. Yeah, okay, that's the best way to call it, dump moon. I call it dump moon.
I went through and I divided up. I think there was eight dump moons where she's retraced, And I added up all the percentages, and it worked out to be about 22% would be the average if it turns out to be a dump.
Okay, so if we say we come up to this blue line, I've seen a lot of TA saying we're going to hit 50k and roll. So say we come up to 50k on the 6th, and we hit that particular level of resistance, that blue line, okay, of this horizontal, and we do roll. And what was the average? 20%?
22%.
22%. That would be a whopper, wouldn't it? 22, 22, 22, 22. Yeah, that would bring us down to that original swing low, wouldn't it? At 39. Double retest down there. That would be a whopping correction right there. What is that? What is that? That would bring us back down to retest this blue line.
That actually comes into a support line then, eh?
Yeah, it does. It comes into the horizontal. So you could effectively see one kind of last shakeout, dump moon, come the 6th of October, a whopping correction, come back down to, like you say, 20% brings us back down to this horizontal. And again, you know, this green line there, this is the pump moon. Consolidate, pump up, break out towards the end of October, you know. And then you're breaking out of them massive reversal patterns, and you're looking at 77k Bitcoin. So we could have a bit of a cheat sheet, couldn't we? You know. So if you do start to see us break out here and come up towards this blue line, you know, around about the 6, around about 50k, that might offer a nice little short up, you know, with obviously with stop losses, eh? Get the roll, consolidate, get the pick up, cheat sheet. Amazing. Amazing. Moon theory. But it does make sense, you know, if we can, because you can form resistance and support, coiling up, break out the horizontal because you're coming towards the apex. You know, what we don't want to see, obviously, is do something like this. We do this, coil right up towards the apex, right to the middle, because that's towards the end of November, then break out. It's a bit late, isn't it, you know, for us to sort of go onwards and upwards here for Bitcoin. But yeah, it's looking feasible, mate. It's looking feasible that we could
watch this article. I watched this article about crime rates and the moon phases.
Oh yeah,
right. And it done my head in, man. After that, I was like, okay, I'm going to look into this moon phase a bit more, because when through certain aspects of the moon phases, crime rates go up in the big cities, and I was like, okay, well, there's something going on with this moon stuff, eh?
We're all werewolves, man. Let's have a look at this, actually. Let's have a look at this, because this could actually form some kind of broadening wedge, which is a reversal pattern. Let's have a look. It brings us up to this particular red line, which is the dump moon. So let's say we do sort of have a little breakout here. Everyone's getting really excited, and do something like this, like that, and then come back down. You know, you're on some kind of broadening wedge right there. Reversal. This is basically a megaphone pattern, isn't it? You lose support, you're gone. So it could quite possibly happen, you know. We could quite get a little bit of a shakeout of the weekends, basically. But we've got the cheat sheet here, and we know exactly what's going on, don't we? Watch this space. BTC. Proper coming down, cats and dogs here. I've got football soon. In this rain. Any other coins before I shoot? You're in the Discord, ain't you, mate? You find any info like that, just post it in, man. Post it in the Discord. You doing that? Obviously, yourself, Craig. You're Craig, ain't you?
Yeah. I'll put a fair bit of stuff up, eh? I actually only just finished it and sat back down again. I actually just done it tonight, so I was going to put up a copy of my notepads.
Wow, can you hear that rain?
I'll tidy it up a little bit, and then I was going to post it in there, because I actually done the averages of the pump moons too.
Oh, that's brilliant, mate.
And then I actually worked out, instead of, because every time I talk on here, I get lots of messages from people saying this and that, and I don't mind that, and I say to all of them, you know, if you're in a trade that's losing, just partially close half of it back out and re-enter back in again, and try and average it out.
Yeah,
you know? And turn it into a successful trade. Don't just take the loss.
Yeah. Absolutely, mate. Cheers for helping everyone, mate. That's great. You know, valuable member of the community here. But what would be nice here, let's say we don't get that average out, we don't get that average 20%. The rain here is amazing. It's like this, just something like that, and then we dump and we just come down to like the 55, or even this technical target here, something like this.
How much percent is that? Down to 50,
I think it'll be about 10% or something. Around about 10%, wouldn't it? you know, so a nominal retracement. It would be nice because with that you're still putting in sort of higher lows effectively, and then higher highs. Come up here, no impulsive. You flip the switch, because if you was to get that deeper retracement down here, you actually could lose this low, you know, and then if that trend line just there, you could lose this low that you've done down at 39k, and with that you're putting a lower low. And those bears saying we're in a macro downtrend, you know, the lower highs effectively, they could be right, couldn't they?
Yeah, but I reckon it's all because, you know, they're carrying on, that Janet Yellen carrying on about, you know, if they don't get more money, then there's a chance that the US can't make its payment on its national debt.
Yeah.
That's what the issue is, and that's due on the 16th of this month. So I reckon there's going to be a lot of fear in the market over that.
Yeah,
until that
absolutely.
gets sorted. Which ties in with the moon again. It's like, well, fuck.
It's crazy, isn't it? It's
zombies,
crazy.
man.
It's zombies.
When they bury me, mate, they can bury me tight with my shoelaces tied together in case I ever come back, eh?
Oh, man. Let's have a look. This is a bit of a cup and handle. Deep handle. Yeah, technical target to around about 49, which is, I'm sure that is a W double bottom pattern as well anyway, that we broke out from. Let me have a look on the daily. Tie this up. Yeah, it is. Pretty much, isn't it? Let's have a look. So that's that little pattern there, 49k. I'm sure in a WW bottom pattern here on Bitcoin. Boom, yeah. Target met. I definitely think it's going to run into that blue line at some point. You know, it might be a good little short up right there, like you were saying with that dump moon as well coming into play. Wow.
How many?
What? Any other coins anyone requests?
You want to have a look at DeFi money, YFII?
YFII, as in YF2, Yearn Finance 2.
Yep.
You know what? I reckon Yearn Finance has got a chance to go into a $250,000 per coin. You know, this particular one, this got a chance to go into $250,000. Where is the second one? Let's have a look.
You've done a video like a few weeks back on YouTube too.
Yeah, I do fancy more upside on this particular project because there's not many of them, is there? Is it 6,000 of them or something? Something like that.
It's 4,400 at the minute.
Yeah.
Just type in YFII.
I think this is it, isn't it? One day on Binance. Got it here. No, this ain't the one, is it? This is it. So, wow, it's already run into the 1618. When did I do that? When did I do this video? So that target's been met. You can see, look, it rolled over at the 1618 and rolled down. So, let's drop that out because that's been met. So right now you're going through the same process. A bit of a level of resistance right there, which you're broken out of again. You know, you could call this a bit of an ascending triangle, to be fair. You've got a level of support. You broke out to the apex. Right now you're breaking out. You've got a, what is this, daily, isn't it? So yeah, you formed a beautiful buy and go to the beach on the 10 and the 55. This is good. This is good. So yeah, it's on its way. I think here you're looking at a new impulsive wave from there to there. I hate the wicks, but we've got to use them. Next technical target is 100. No, what am I on about? It's 1,200 and what? I can't read. $12,678, my friend. It's on its way. It's looking good. And like I said to you, you've just seen that impulsive wave which got to that 1618, rolled back. So yeah, it's technical target at the moment. Providing, obviously, you've got to break the high. You know, getting too excited, but you have got to break this high. The wick, I hate the wick, but you've got to use it. So from here right now, you could be looking at further appreciation of around about 186% for this particular project. You've broken out key level resistance here, look. So this is good. You're on your way. You've come up. You fell back into the support of the EMAs. And right now, you're going to work your way through the fibs. And you can see each level of fibs, you're going to probably run in and roll back. Run in, roll back, run in, roll back, run in, roll back. So just drop the fibs on your charts, mate. It's looking
Yeah,
good.
thanks.
Mate. You're right, mate. It's looking good.
That's the same I got. It's just confirmation for me that I've done something right, you know.
Yeah, there is a bearish pattern here, though. I will show you, but you know, it has broken out key level resistance, which is good. But there was a bearish pattern here. This is called a diamond top. Just here, you see this? It comes up, big in the middle, comes down. Now, if you'd have lost support just here, you would have had a technical target. You know, you would have seen a depreciation of around about there to there, another 42%. You would have entered the bear, basically. So it's hanging on for its dear life at the moment. Broken out key level resistance just there. You're looking good. You're looking good. So this is your support that you do need to see held. It's at $3,672, but you can see you're doing really, really well. You know, there's all sorts of little cup and handles here as well. Let me show you for this particular project. So I'm on the daily, aren't I? So you can see just here, this is a cup and handle. Handle broke out just there, and right now I don't even think you've met that technical target. Let's take a look at this. Your level of resistance just there, and again, like I said in an earlier video, get rid of that. So just here, all this noise here is just the handle, and you're coming up breaking it. Fell back to support just there. Look, you fell back to support, and right now you're breaking out of the neckline again. Well, you've not quite broke the neckline, you're coming back up to break it. So once you break that, you will be in the technical target from there to there. Let's see where the technical target will take you, wherever it is. You're looking at appreciation. It's all patterns within patterns, mate. Let me take a look on the 4-hourly time frame just here. See if there's anything going down for it. So again, another little bullish pattern just there. Another little cup and handle pattern on the 4-hourly time frame. You've got your basin just here, like that. You're into a level resistance. You start to come back like that. You come back up and break that trend line. You've got a lovely little breakout target from there to there. Drop this in. You can see you're looking at the 050. You're looking at 5,850. Yeah, $5,385. It could be a nice little long up if you break that level of resistance around about 18-20%. So that's the level of resistance right now. It's under. It's looking good, mate. It's looking good.
Yeah,
there is a bit of work to do. That's all right, man. But you can't. If you start to see that low loss there, that's really, really bad, really negative, because that's major support right now in this market for this particular project. Just there, it's really, really major support. Because if you lose,
you mentioned that support line on your video a few weeks back too.
Oh, did I? So it's come down and it's held it really well. But if you was to lose that, you know, you immediately just you look to the left and you can see where your swing highs and swing lows are. I mean, that's where it's found its swing high. See that there? That swing high, that's where it's found that support. Boom, 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 boom. Come up, rested on it. Fantastic. If it loses that, you know, you've got a cluster there and you've got a cluster here. It could get quite nasty because that's a whopping correction. You know, from there to there could be around about 20%. Loses that, you're looking 43%. You know, but that's bear market material. You're losing market structure, and you've not lost any of that yet. So you're looking for continuation. And I do think, come this bull run, you're looking at 1618, $12,678, which would be amazing, wouldn't it? You know, so that's a further 184%. But that's a nominal forecast. You may get up to some of these, but we'll look at it again in a bit to see where it's, see how it's going. Okay. I think, how many of these are there? How many of these? Sure. You're not sure. You see, there's a bigger cup and handle here, isn't there? Look at that. Big cup and handle. Let me drop this out. I'm going to give you a forecast based off this as well. Let's drop that out. Let's tidy this up. So you've got this level of resistance just there. Let me drop that in. Just there, okay. So you start to come up and break that neckline. We'll do a little technical target off this as well from there to there. Start to come up. You could be looking at that 14,000 price tag. That'd be nice. Good luck, mate. Any other coins?
Could you maybe do THETA?
THETA, yeah? Yeah, man. How's Cardano doing? It's stagnating, isn't it? FIRO 732. That's doing well. That's doing well, FIRO. I read a really good article about FIRO this morning, Really good article about how the improvements and that could absolutely explode. I have done videos on that before. FIRA, that's a little altcoin gem that's been on the radar for a while. THETA obviously begins with a T, RST, THETA. Wow, so that's broke out and it's actually come back down to that level of support. Almost lost it. Almost lost it. It's held it. You've got a WW bottom pattern just there. Just there. You're broken out of and you're coming back to support. So you are in a technical target at the moment from there to there. The THETA, you are looking at $6.810, provided it can hold this support at this break. So this is a support that you do need to see it holding. You can see it's wick down to it, so that's pretty good. It's holding it at support, had a little wick down there, 568. Currently trading at 596. You've got potential more upside from this point here, providing it holds this support of around about 14%. Up to this particular target just there for THETA. Is anything else going on here? You know, it is retracing to these highs, but what's happened is you've got overextended just there, and obviously Bitcoin had its little spat or whatever it is, and then rolled over, and you can see that it's held the support of this neckline, this trend line. It's not really fell back into the pattern, you know, and you're still putting a higher low here, so this is good. You've got this kind of level of support just there that you're conforming to. You know, so even if you do start to see the loss of this support, as long as it adheres to this trend line like this, you know, you're still moving upwards and upwards, and you've got this a sort of ascending trend line just here that's on the go. You break that, boom, see you later. It's good, because for this particular project you are looking at this based off fibs. Drop this in. We're looking at a $40 price tag. I know this topped out around about $15, didn't it? Everyone were really bullish on this, but I remember just there, I was making videos on this particular project just there, saying, look guys and girls, you buy big green candles, you get big red dildos. And I got loads of trolley comments, but you know, eventually it did roll over and people got big red dildos. But yeah, you're looking good, providing you can start coming up now and conforming and holding these key level support, these high lows that you're putting in. Look, if you continue to do that, you are looking at a $40 price tag minimal impulsive wave on the next leg up out of here for THETA.
And could you maybe take a look at its native token, like TFUEL?
TFUEL, yeah. I'm just gonna have a quick look, see if I see anything else here. WW bottom. 4 hour there, only 4 hour. A bullish cross, falling back to support, potential bull flag right there. So look. A bit of a bull flag. You come channeling back to key level support, breakout. You got a whopping breakout here. This previous level of consolidation. You start to break out at that level of resistance. You're looking at 735. You meet that technical target at the W bottom in no time. And you're going to push up to that 050 as well at 749. So yeah, it's well on its way. But obviously, you look at that massive move up there. Wow, what was that? From there to there, it's around about 33%. That's good. So yeah, you've got a level of resistance just there. Okay, and if you break that, you've got some kind of little bull flag on the go there. So I do imagine that could be a lovely little long up. Wherever you break this level of resistance just there. Okay, you've got a lovely little long up around 22% for THETA. What's the actual ticker of that one? Let me just write that in, THETA. But again, I forgot to give you support. Yeah, I'm just doing a live stream, yeah? Later. Yeah. Yeah. Mrs. Your dinner's ready. What's the ticker?
TFUEL.
TFUEL. So I would imagine that this particular token's mirroring THETA, isn't it? Let's have a look on the daily. See what we've got on the go here. Wow. Corona dump. See you later, alligator. 1, 2, 3, 4. Corrective wave. The question is that the 5th wave? You're putting a high low there, so that's good. What else we've got? You've got to be careful of the head and shoulders here. We have got to be careful. So if this supports loss, this will get quite nasty. I don't like the wicks. I'm just going to use the candle bodies. So this is a massive level of support right here, but you can see you've come down, you're putting a higher low, which is good. Okay, there's a high level of support here, but if you do start to see that particular level of support lost for this project, I would imagine you're putting some kind of head and shoulders pattern here, you know, bit of a negative pattern, rollover pattern. So if you lose that, you're looking at a whopping correction, potentially straight off the bat. You're just going to come down to these swing highs, lose that, swing high. You know, you could be looking at a whopping correction here, but that's bear market material. I don't think we're in a bear market. You know, you're holding support, you've got this low here, high, low, you've got a high there, high, high. So you're looking good. You come up, boom, 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 boom. You come up now, you break this high, you're looking really, really good. For TFUEL, so straight off the bat, I'll give you a little impulsive wave, which you're potentially beginning to form right now. You could be looking at a new all-time high based off that little impulsive wave of around about 69 cents. Is that an all-time high? Yeah, it is, yeah. So that could be a nice little trade. From here right now, you could be looking at further appreciation. Where are we? Just here to here. Of around about 143% on this particular token. You know, and you're breaking these highs. So you're caught between the level of resistance and support at the moment. This is your massive, massive level of support down here at 22 cents. You know, it could be quite nasty if you do start to see it lose that. But as soon as you come up and break this high just up here, yeah, it's pretty much where it was before, isn't it? That's your retracement to the high. So let's have a look where potentially we could go from here to here. We're looking at $1.37 in the bull run. What's that for appreciation? What's the market cap of this? 3.7, 372%. So these are some technical targets moving forward. Let's drop these in. So we'll come back to this.
Cap is about 1.5 billion.
Okay. So that is, what did I say that was from here right now? That's a further appreciation of around about 377%. So if you this particular wave here, what you're doing, you've come down, you retraced, okay, right here, right now, if you start to come up and you break this high, you're in a 1618 to that. That's what you're going to hit. You're going to hit that on the absolute nail. Right, but if you start to break through that, you're creating a beautiful impulsive wave here, and you're going to meet that. So you're in for a good time, basically, providing you can hold this support. But this is good, this higher low just there, okay? So it's looking good, it's looking good. Is there a technical target that you're in? Let's have a look. So yeah, I'm seeing this a lot, at these W bottoms, but you've kind of lost the neckline at the moment, so you do need to see yourself get back above it. But I would imagine you're holding this 10 EMA, sorry, on the daily. You know, it's confluence that you're holding support, key level support. Come back up, bring you back up against this neckline. You are on a technical target here. It's a lovely little trade up from that wick there. You know, you start to come up. You're looking at 33 cents. You're looking at a nice little long up round. About 15%. So this is the level of support that you need to see yourself get back above for TFUEL. Level of resistance, back test, holding support, get back above, create buy and go to beach signal from CoinsKid. See you later, alligator. You're out of here and your correction's over and done with. And you're looking at
CoinsKid.
Yo, bro.
Yo, mate, can you have a look at VRA, mate?
Yeah, I will do, man. Let me just write this down on there. TFUEL. It's all about support and resistance. You can see here, you just chop like this. Okay, break resistance, great. Lose support, see you later. Not so great. VRA. Ship's flying, isn't it? I'm sure I've done this before. Veracity's got some veracity and all. You've broken out of a falling wedge, so you're on your way. Boom, 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 boom. You come up, look, you run into the high, and right now you've got this high left, so you're on your way, and right now you're putting a new impulsive wave to this high. This is looking extremely bullish. You know, you're melting faces here, and I would imagine, I think I've charted this and put this on the Discord, didn't I, recently? That's what you're looking at, a 19-cent price tag for this particular token. I think it's about an 8x, is it? What, 3 or 4x? What is it? Let's have a look. Yeah, 400%. So I think I actually put this on Twitter down here. That's it. We was rolling over, and I put it on Twitter because I thought that if we do roll over here, put some cheeky bids on the 050, but you've had this 618 like a boss, and you've actually broken out of a beautiful W bottom here. This looks really, really bullish. You've got a beautiful W bottom that you've broken out of, so you are now in a technical target to 0425. So you're looking really, really good here for this particular project. I do think you're running to a level of resistance when you get there though. So you've probably got about another 11-10% before you run into technical target and roll back for support. So with this, you might get some cheeky bids on the 786 here at 0.0364. Put some cheeky bids in there because this is melting faces. This is going to go on. This is going to go on to the 1618. This is. You could be looking at a beautiful little long up around about 400% off that particular target just there. So it's looking good, man. It's looking good. This is melting faces.
Thanks, mate.
One,
Thanks,
two,
mate, for that, mate.
three. No, that's all right, mate. But
what about Meta Hero, mate?
I don't think this is going to stop there. To be honest with you, mate, I think that's the next leg up. But I do think you're going to come back after that, and then you're going to go again, personally. But when that time comes, we'll have a look at it. Okay, Hero. I don't think there's any charts for Hero at the moment, is there? I've not seen any charts for it, to be honest with you. The one that I've got is really, really messy. Let me write that in. VRA. And again, if you was to see a roll here, but it's so strong. I mean, when it come down here, it bounced back off that 0618 golden. That's your nominal level of support down here. If you start to ever see it come down there, not financial advice, but that's not good. Where are we? Hero. Yeah, I don't think there's any charts for it, to be honest with you, mate. Unless you know where there's a chart for it. There's this particular one. No, that's not it. That's
nice.
Raptif. Hero. US. No, there's no charts yet. It needs bringing on one.
Let me see if I can send you one, mate. I think I've found one.
Yeah, man.
By the way, thank you for going over Omi, man.
You're welcome, bro. Thank you for your support in the Discord and that, and being a part of the Coinskid crew.
Man, you're a life changer, man.
Nice one, bro. I'll just say what I see, mate. I don't feed you no bullshit, and I'll just say what I see, and hopefully people can interpret and they can do with that information what they want, Bear or bull. It's just the way you look at the charts, isn't it?
Can't someone pump Chainlink for me, please?
Wow, look at that. SHIB. That's going to explode, isn't it? That SHIB.
I know, I was just looking at that, eh?
Jeez, man.
70%. That's 300% up the top. 300% up to the top.
Is that what it is?
From where it is now to the all-time high, yeah.
Yeah. Wow. And it gets away and it does something like this. Look, comes up like this, and then comes back. Look at that cup and handle. It's a massive cup and handle. I'm actually gonna measure that for future because it probably will create one. Let's have a look. It's not gonna be massive, but it just looks nice. Let's have a look. If that does go up there and then falls back and creates a cup and handle pattern, what we're looking at from there to there, you're looking at a whopping 720% from here. Who knows? Coming to the future. What was the other one? Someone shouted Chainlink, didn't they?
Yes.
Just have a look at its total market cap.
Yeah, I was going to ask you that. When you're not busy, can you put the time fib on that and say when you reckon it's going to break the all-time high?
What this one on the total market cap?
Yeah, the all-time high with the time fib.
Oh yeah. On this one, I'm sure I did it.
I've tried doing it, but no, I don't want to jump queue with the other guys there waiting, bro. Just, yeah, I think they were.
We're looking. You'll be up here on that blue line. You'll be up there by, not that particular one. I think you'll be up here, 3.91 trillion. You're going to be up there by November. You always get to the blue line off the break. So I think you're going to be breaking that high. You're going to be looking at $4 trillion market cap by November for crypto. But the all-time high, it's this level of resistance there. There is some kind of ascending triangle on the go here, isn't there? For let me do this. Definitely, there's like cupping handle and ascending triangle. You got this level of resistance and support just there. You come up into like this, boom, 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 boom. You're tightening up into this apex just there. You know, wherever it is, and you break out. That's your technical target. There's some fibs at play here as well. I think the 1618 is about 2.5, but I am looking at a 4. I think it's a 4. Let me have a look. I'm just going to drop fib on here. Let me have a look to get this precise. Zoom out there. Go from there to there. Oh, that's the wrong one. I always do that.
Hey, Coinskid, I've just posted the hero charts in charts request.
Sam, man, I'll take a quick look in a sec. So yeah, look, you're looking at $4.28 trillion market cap. You know, and like I said to you, November, based off that fib term. Because when you break out and you get to the 1618, it's usually the 2 on the trend-based fib time. What I've seen anyway, but obviously it could just absolutely explode in October and get there by then. Who knows? But that's a nominal sort of time frame. November 4.28. You know, so here, let me have a look at that. Go to Discord. Requests. Chart requests.
Hello?
Yo.
I think the reason for Shiba pump is the Elon Musk tweet. It's about 1 day ago.
Oh, is he done a tweet, is he?
Yeah, I believe he posted some picture of his own pet, and that's the reason for this pump.
There you go. Right, so we've got this here then. Yeah, I'm sure someone sent me this link the other day, actually. This is the only chart that exists for Hero. We'll have a look at this, see if we can do some TA off this.
What's your views on Hero anyway, on the technology being used and stuff? Where do you see it going?
It's amazing, isn't it? It looks amazing. You know, I'm bullish on it, to be fair. I am bullish on it. But it's just getting started, isn't it? So, is this October? We got any more data than this? Time frame, go to daily.
What platform are you buying that on? Then?
I'm using PancakeSwap, I am. Binance Smart Chain.
Yep.
Yeah, look, massive kind of consolidation event after a leg up. Consolidate, another leg up. So you got your wave 1, your wave 2. You're looking at wave 3, 4, 5. So this could go anywhere really. $1, round off $1. Another 10x on there. I think when I first made the videos, it was way back here in July. We've had that beautiful run up there, haven't we? So it's definitely consolidating. It's having some kind of sort of consolidation before another leg up just here. But I wish I could get the actual chart on Trading View. Can I use indicators on there? Indicators. Let's have a look at the EMA. Moving average. Drop another one in. How's it looking on the 20? Dial yellow. Okay, so you put DMAs on the daily. So look at the 55.
If you click on that blue icon on your left hand side at the bottom, I think you probably could get the Fibonacci tool on as well. No, that icon, that arrow there. Sorry, the arrow.
Arrow. I'm missing it. Oh, that. No.
No, it's literally like close to the Trading View one.
Yeah, at the bottom, mate. At the bottom.
I'm absolutely blind, mate. I'm being
on
blind.
Go
left hand side, mate. Down.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm a div, ain't I? Oh, what a div. Sound, yeah. Let's get the fibs on here.
I couldn't see it either.
Fib. So, I like to use log, auto. Let's have a goose. Get rid of that. Oh, yeah, a bit overextended on the EMAs, man, straight away. You can see that's why it's slowing down. Look, it took off into space. You see the yellow line. That would have been going vertical. So it's slowed down, consolidate, going sideways, allow the EMAs to creep back up, get this gap filled up. That's what you want to see. Anything that's got a big gap, you're always going to see the rollback. If it holds a 20, beautiful. Like I said to you, you know, if you're holding this 20 like that, coiling up, what's that? I want that white. I want that like that. It's horrible. If that's coiling up, that's nice. You know, you're going to get that bounce continuation. Probably a little bit more of a gap. Get it squeezed up a little bit more. Get that touch. See you later. Based off fibs, let's have a look. See where it could potentially go to off this fib. You can see it's some kind of massive horizontal, isn't it? You know, you've got a level support just here. Like that. Again, I've done it blue. I'll get that white. Like that. And then you've got this huge level of resistance. You know, you've come up into it. A lot of people call this one big massive bull pennant. You know, if we look at that as a bull pennant, right there, from there to there, previous level of consolidation, you start to break out where it is towards the apex. You can see actually coming towards the apex. Do you know what I mean? Over the next sort of, is this the daily? Yeah. So over the next week or so, you could come right close into that apex. You could be looking for a break. You know, if you break out that level of resistance right there, you're looking at a 20 cent. You're going to double up, aren't you? So it's looking really good. I don't see any reason for this project to collapse. I think it's an absolute little gem, to be honest with you. Again, not financial advice, but it's moving forward. You're coming up, you're consolidating. You're coming up, you're consolidating. You know, it's got a very large backing, hasn't it? Is anyone into this particular project at all? So that's your technical target. It could be this. If you break this level of resistance just here, look how close you are into the apex. Breakout is quite imminent, to be fair.
I just got in just before the airdrop that they did. So
this is reversed.
Yeah. It wasn't much, but it's still anything will do.
Yeah, same here.
Sound, man, sound.
Does anyone know about the airdrop for XRP?
With the Spark Air tokens.
Yeah, when that's coming.
Have you did you sort your address out? Did you send a message from your address?
No, I bought XRP after that. So.
Did you?
After the date, but do you think that will boost the XRP price?
I think it might do. Yeah, isn't the smart contracts going to come on XRP as well? So it's definitely XRP is going to absolutely melt faces one day. You know, you should just be dollar cost averaging and stockpiling it. But there's a bit of confluence here in this particular 1618 extension as well, with this breakout of this bull pennant. You've come to the apex breakout, your next 1618 is up there as well at 18 cents. So it's looking good. It's looking good for continuation. Thank you for giving me this chart on Hero. Sufyan, is that how you say your name, mate? Bless her. So yeah, it's looking good. But XRP, yeah, just keep dollar cost averaging into that bad boy. When it goes, it will go. So that's looking good. I think from there to there, wherever it starts to break out, you could be looking at a lovely little 102% long up right there. But it's not really being traded anywhere at the moment, is it? We need this on Binance. I think once this goes on Binance, I can see this being in the top 20, top 30 coins on coin market cap easily. I think its market cap at the moment is around about 500 million or something, isn't it? Off the top of my head. So it's a little bit undervalued for what it is. So, any more coins?
Could you have a look at Dash, please?
I've done Dash, man. Sorry.
Okay, I'll watch it later.
Coinskid, are you recording this, by the way?
Yeah, man. I'm going to whack this on YouTube because there's all different coins in there, and I'm writing them down so people can sort of.
Brilliant! Thanks, mate.
So yeah, I mean Dash. I'll try and timestamp it, but I should really get in the process of writing the time down when I've looked at the coins. So it's a bit of a nightmare timestamping it.
Can you ever look at Chainlink?
Link, beloved Link. Let's have a look. I love Link.
Have you had a look at any of the airdrops on the Zoom app for the XRP toolkit?
No. What is that? What is that, mate?
I haven't known. What's the website called?
So you create a Zoom wallet, and then there's a spreadsheet going around with all the airdrops you can get. It costs you, well, it doesn't cost you. You have to reserve 2 XRP for each trust line you set up. I've done about 30 of them now, and I've got paid out on about 14 coins, and I'm up over $1,000 already, and it's for nothing. Like,
legend. You need to do a tutorial.
You do.
Make a tutorial.
Can you private video. Can you send me a direct message to Crazy Trader? And I'll send you a couple messages back.
Yeah, perfect. No problem. Do it now.
Thanks, buddy.
Make a video tutorial, man. Whack it on YouTube.
And if we could just screenshot that and just post it in the chat, that'd be great.
So Chainlink then, it's relatively bullish. What's this, a daily, isn't it? Let's have a look. Yeah, no, weekly. So weekly you're bullish engulfing candle. You're back above the 20. It's looking okay. It's looking pretty good. You're almost forming a buy and go to the beach signal there. Look at that. A quick in and out. Boom. Get that. Beautiful. See you later, alligator. You're broken out of a falling wedge. You broke out. You're coming back to the EMA support. This is looking good. Like I said to you, you're going to run into resistance there, and you're going to run into resistance there. You know, come up, hit it, roll back. Come up, hit it, roll back, and then break out for Chainlink. Sorry, because your next impulsive wave for Chainlink is $51. So that takes you up to the the previous all-time high, roughly, doesn't it? Now I have got a larger forecast here for Chainlink. It's from here. I think it's over $100. I think you're looking at a minimal $124 here for Chainlink in this bull run. Let me write this down. Chainlink, done that here. So, but what Chainlink has a habit of doing here, when it goes into these retracements, it usually gets to the 2. So for me, I think you're looking at that minimal in this bull run for Chainlink. I think you're looking at a $210 price tag eventually down the line. I wish I could give a time frame on it. We can have a little guess. Let's look at this trend-based fib time. From this high to this low to this high, you could be looking at round about January, getting into the $210 mark, based off that 2 on the trend-based fib time right there. Okay, so yeah, it's looking good. 210, because it always gets to the 2. From here to here, it went to the 2. Okay, from there to there, it went to the 2, and again, you've come down, have a deep retracement. The high, you're looking at the 2, and the 2 is $210 just up here. Now, with bull runs, and especially towards the end of bull runs, if it is, and it is a big if it is the end of the bull run here this year, December, January, and we have that mania run up and that sort of blow off top, then there's no reason why Chainlink couldn't get to 2.272 here at $306. So my conservative forecast here is 1618 at 124, but based off the past performance of Chainlink, it does have a tendency to get to the 2, which is $210. So that would be amazing, wouldn't it? So that's Chainlink. It's looking good, but it corrects so violently. You look at the previous corrections. I mean, look, broke out of a falling wedge, eventually gets a target. Same, broke down, broke out of a falling wedge, eventually gets to its target. So it's Chainlink. It's looking good. It's looking tighter. Anyone stacking Link?
Yeah, I'm stacking Link. I mean, I love Link. I think it's just an undervalued project, to be honest.
Yeah, it's one of them sort of projects that it's under the radar, and the reason is because it's had a bull run. It's basically the thing that I'm looking for. If Chainlink goes parabolic, okay, because I've seen forecasts of. Have you seen the $81,000 forecasts at all? Have you seen them? Bit exuberant, but they reckon that's where Chainlink's going to go to. Some top scientist out of Harvard did a study on it, and he says it's looking at minimal within the next 20 years, $81,000 per token. But does that mean the dollar's collapsing? I don't know. But anyway, that's what it's looking at. But it's the network effect, and the thing is with Chainlink, it did so well in the bear market for Bitcoin. So if Chainlink starts to do well again, does that mean it's a bear market for Bitcoin? Do you get what I mean? So all of this here was like the Bitcoin bear market. There is, if I take a look at Chainlink versus Bitcoin, there is something here that I want to show you. Where are we? Link versus Bitcoin. No, that's the wrong one. Where am I? Where is it? There it is. So what's this? A daily time frame. So
that's Ethereum.
It is, yeah, it is. Ethereum. It's getting absolutely smashed up against Ethereum, isn't it? Here it is. So yeah, it's like coming towards an apex just here. Okay, so it's a bit of a crunch time against Bitcoin for me. You know, this is a little bit of a sort of big question mark for me. It is a big question mark because I know that Chainlink only does well if Bitcoin, against Bitcoin obviously, if Bitcoin's in a bear market. Because look, this appreciation against Bitcoin was in a Bitcoin bear market. So this particular apex just here, if Chainlink breaks out here, okay, and comes to technical target of this horizontal, which it's formed just there, okay, and you break out. If you start to break out here, does that spell a bear market for Bitcoin, or is, you know, Chainlink finally catching up in this kind of bull market? Because it has been very lackluster, hasn't it, in this bull market? You know, so it's a big question mark for me. What's going on there? So I'm looking for a break anyway, coming towards this apex, breakout, potential more upside. If it doesn't, then obviously you're going to roll over and it's going to lose its sort of value and lose sats against Bitcoin basically, and it could absolutely shit the bed against Bitcoin. So watch this space. It's a telling story that's coming up right here of this apex. So it's coiling up for some kind of break, I think, is Chainlink. But I am long-term bullish on Chainlink, and I do stack Chainlink, to be fair. I mean, I've been buying Chainlink since it was like 17 cents. Way down here. Got some original charting back in the day. Have I still got it on this particular chart? No, not in this chart, but I was sort of buying it down here in the previous bull market. And yeah. But never try and trade Chainlink. I got burnt a few times trying to swing trade it because it breaks out quite viciously when you think it's not and stuff. So that's Chainlink. Yeah, it's looking tighter. Any other coins?
What about pancake swap?
Yeah, I'm liking the look of that because of the ecosystem. BNB, I think, is off to a flyer. I think I see more upside on that. So obviously pancake swap as well, because it's part of the Binance Smart Chain, isn't it? Go and buy it. ABCD. Have a look at it. What's it doing? Resistance. Wow, look at that. That was like some kind of bot trade in there. That's weird. That is. Talk about the bulls going up the stairs. Boom, 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 boom. So it's rolled over. There was a key level support that was there, but it's not actually wicked down to it. So if it was to roll over anymore, because it's still under a level of resistance just there, still a bit of a downtrend just there for it that you've not quite broken out of yet.
It does look like a massive bull flag for me.
Yeah, it does. Yeah. So I think you might get lucky, and it might come actually down to this level of support just here. You know, you might get some little cheeky bids in down there, but it's relatively bullish. It's this level of resistance just there. Break out the resistance. Obviously, you're going to go long. But if you do start to get rejected there, which you can see rejection, right there, rejection. If you do start to do that, I would anticipate that this particular support line just there could come into play. You know, it might potentially be looking for that because of this here. This is, I don't know what it is. What is that? That's some kind of, you know, bot trading or something, isn't it? That's a little bit unnatural to me. So, if it is
what
a kind of,
you call that?
I know, yeah. It's some kind of bull flag or falling wedge or whatever you want to call it. You know, you could be looking at a, Jesus, look at that if it does break out. Wow, wherever it breaks out, you know, you're coming back up $34. But I think I've dropped the fibs on it already. We're running to the one golden ratio, the 0.618 just there. Boom, and we start to roll back. We've lost the 0.50. You know, you're coming down, you're getting caught between the 382 and the 50, just there like this. If you can break that 0.50, I would imagine you're going to come up. But if you lose that 0.382 at 17.57, put some cheeky bids on this particular level of support just there at 16.38, where I would imagine you're going to find a level of support, and that'll be your low. And it'll break out eventually from that point. Forecasts, let's have a look. Forecast moving forward. If you come up and break this high at $47, I think you're looking at $126 price tag on cake. You know, and you've come up in wave 1, wave 2, wave 3. Wow, so it's looking good. It's looking good. What is that? That's that bear market low, isn't it? Let's have a look at this. I think I did in a previous video. Yeah, that's your bear market low right there. $2.21. So Let's have a look at impulsive wave. I don't know what that is. It's weird. Let's say we have bottomed out just there. Your next impulsive wave is $36, provided we can hold this low. You know, you could be looking at a $36 price tag from here. We're looking at further appreciation of around about 87% for cake. But when it gets going, it does get going. It's just finding support. What are the EMAs telling us? The EMAs are telling us you're in a downtrend because you're under them at the moment. You're hitting your head. You're struggling to get above. I'm going to drop the wicks off. Let me have a look, see what it looks like without the wicks on. See what we can see. There is a WW bottom pattern just there, isn't there? And an ascending triangle. So, right. So if you start to see it break that level of resistance just there at 21.16, there could be a lovely little long op just there. From there to there. You could be looking at retesting this high just here of around about 22.57. So there is a long op just there. If you break that, you could be looking at an 11.33% trade. Because you've got this beautiful little WW bottom pattern here. It's high lows, an ascending triangle. Boom, 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 boom. Come back up, retest this level of resistance just there. And then you're breaking out of that trend line as well. From here to here. Boom. So it's looking good, but if you lose this low just there, just put some cheeky bids in down here, okay? Cake. I'll write that in.
Yeah, sweet, thanks.
No sweat, man. Cake. But it's an evolving ecosystem, and BNB. I think if you see BNB doing relatively well, then I think that particular project is going to sort of follow suit as well.
If you got a bag of cake, you can easily stake it on Pancake Swap.
See, I've got some cake, but I didn't know you could stake it. I need to look into that. That's one thing. I'm a bit slack on all that staking.
You can just do it on Pancake Swap and you get APY of like 70%.
Really? How long did it get locked up for?
You can exit as anytime you want. It's just a small fee you have to pay.
Okay, staking. My friend, a good friend of mine, he's really big on staking. I've told him to come on, you know, because I'm so busy I don't really do any of that. You know, he says, "Oh, you need to stake it all," and that. I was like, "Yeah, well, come and help me." You know, he said he would do. Alex, if you're listening, mate, come and help me. I keep begging you, Alex. Play football with him twice a week. He needs to come on here and just give a tutorial on how to do things and staking and the best coins. And I'll definitely have to get him on. Binance coin is looking okay. You got your WW bottom here. Let's have a look, see if that technical target's been met. BNB. This is looking good. You're broken out of that sort of falling channel right there. Cup and handle pattern. I must have done some TA on this recently. Has this technical target been met from there to there? Yeah, 0618. It's run into that. So Binance coin's looking good. BNB, you broke out. I'd put some cheeky bids on these EMAs, to be honest with you, because you've got to buy and go to the beach signal. You fall back into its support. Put some cheeky bids on the 20. Boom. See you later. It's looking good. It's looking good. Binance coin, and then you've broken out its handle, come back up, break that level of resistance. You have got a beautiful cup and handle pattern just there. There's your cup, there's your neckline, and then once you break that level of resistance just here for BNB, it could absolutely explode. So you got $504. Break that. Where are we? From there to there. I think once you start to break that, you're probably putting in a new all-time high here for BNB of around about $763, and with that you're actually breaking out this impulsive wave and you're looking at $1,421. So from here right now, it's fair appreciation of around about 240% on BNB. It's all good, providing it can hold support. But these patterns are beautiful, these cup and handles. This is a monster project. This is, you know, monster project. Look at it down there at $6.40 last year with the old Corona dump. This particular project, this is what made my channel explode, because it was down here and I don't know what I did, I forget now, but I did some TA, and I've seen all this. I've seen the resistance and the pullback, and it sort of sent my channel a bit viral. The video, I think it had about 80,000 views, because I called it to the absolute dollar where it hit, and then the retracement as well, which was good. But it's just technical analysis, you know. Everyone's like, oh my god, you got a crystal ball. Hey, it's just technical analysis. Simple.
We all know you're a magician.
Yeah, man. Just TA, bro. It's just lines of support and resistance. Hold support, don't go short. Break resistance, go long, you know. Anyone can do it. I'm even teaching my son at the moment, you know, teaching him little skill sets. Giving him the skill sets to do this on his own. So, yeah, it's all good. Actually, look at that trend line just there. That's still a trend line.
Have you... Sorry, have you taken a look at VeChain? Have I missed that?
No, not yet. But yeah, I mean, look at this. Look at that. Look at that trend line. Boom. This is really bullish. Come up into it. Boom, 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 boom. Towards the apex. You're adhering to this level of support. High lows. Come up here into the apex. Breakout. See you later, alligator. BNB. Looking really good. VeChain. I did do a vid this morning, but I'll have a quick look at it before I shoot. That VeChain. VeChain. Oh, which one am I looking at? Chart am I on? This one, isn't it? Yeah. So with look at that wick there. I mean, VeChain just moves so violently, so quickly. I was expecting a retouch, to be honest with you. I did get quite bearish on crypto, and I thought we were going to come a bit lower, to be honest with you. But what I didn't realise is that Bitcoin was finding a massive level of support off the 111 day, and I'd already looked at it, but I'd sort of ignored it like an idiot. And that's why none of the breakdown targets actually got met, because that's where Bitcoin bounced off a really, really strong level of support, which is what it does in a bull market. So with that, some of these technical targets that we were in for Bitcoin, XRP, VeChain, Cardano, they've not actually been met yet. It doesn't mean that they won't get met, but at the minute they've not been met. You know, this was a technical target down here, which was equally this sort of horizontal level of support and resistance. And I'm seeing this on so many projects, like the one I've just shown you, you know, Binance Coin, it's come up, it's doing this. These are horizontals. They're primarily continuation patterns, okay? For VeChain, last year you did it as well. You come up out the Corona dump into one. You know, you had that Corona dump like this, you come up into it, boom, 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 boom. You know, horizontal. Eventually you broke out towards the apex and you absolutely went insane there and had that monster third wave. And, you know, until we lose support, this is what I'm looking at. I'm looking at continuation. You know, it's not rocket science. So again, you've come up in the horizontal, boom, 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 boom. You break this level of resistance. You're looking absolutely golden here. And just like VeChain, just melts faces, comes back, melts faces, you know, melts faces. That's what it does. But when it corrects, it absolutely shits the bed. That's the only thing about it. So yeah, it's looking good in my opinion. You know, you now in a technical target to the 12 cents just there, providing you can break that high. Let me zoom in a little bit for you on the 4-hourly time frame, and you can see what's going on. You've broke out of a beautiful W double bottom pattern just there for VeChain like this, boom, 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 boom. Broke this level of resistance. You've not quite tested it as support, almost. You know, almost tested it as support. So you might see another little wick down there. You might see another little wick. If you do start to see a little roll in the market, put some cheeky bids on this particular level, because you will see it bounce there, okay? And that's where the 55 is coming up as well on the 4-hour. So if you do start to see a little roll, 4-hour 55 EMA on the trend line, bounce, gone. Because then you'll be in a technical target to this here. And you can see that that's a lovely little long. If you get fortunate enough to put some bids in down there, you know, you got a lovely little 22% long up right there on VeChain, because it just absolutely melts faces. Is there any kind of pattern?
Do you think it'll break its all-time high?
100 million%, mate. Yeah, because there is 100 million%. It's doing everything it needs to, you know, everything it needs to. It came down, it made a higher low. Look, you've got this beautiful blue trend line, which is the horizontal support, high lows, high lows, high lows, okay? You're coiling up into an apex of a horizontal continuation pattern. I mean, just technically, I think off this impulsive wave just here, let's have a quick look at that. That brings you up to the high. So if you have loadout here, if we have loadout for Bitcoin and crypto, you know, and we're not looking at a deeper correction, you can see that the 1618 brings you up there roughly the all-time high, doesn't it? And with that, you're breaking out of a horizontal. So with a horizontal, you equally have a technical target from there to there, and you can see that once you break out that level of resistance, wherever it is, you know, wherever you come into the apex, you're immediately above the eye. You know, you're marching on. And not only that, you've got a huge impulsive wave as well, because this is wave 3 in my opinion. I keep doing that, I keep zooming in on that. Let me get that out like that. In my opinion, this is wave 3 that we've just gone through. Let me switch to the daily. I'll show you exactly what I mean. So Elliott wave theory, it is all theory based. 1, 2, 3, 4, you load out, and right now you're putting in 5 up to $1.50 minimal. That's what I'm looking at until I'm not for VeChain. So I do think that once it gets going, just like it got going here, broke out, boom, 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 we've gone. You know, obviously you're going to run to resistance, fall back to support, and if you continue to do that, you're looking at appreciation, and VeChain will get there. There is an impulsive wave target here as well, which you're beginning to form from this low here to there. You know, minimal 1618 is 78 cents, and you can see the 2, which is pretty much what it got to here. I think it got to the 2.272 on this particular breakout there. You know, if you do get to 2.72, so be it. That's at $2.29. But I think the nominal, you know, sort of forecast that I'm giving here is $1.50, and that's pretty much where the 2 is as well. So breakout like that, boom, and then potentially bear market, or who knows, you know, continue, who knows. I've seen some crazy exuberant sort of forecasts for VeChain around about $10, $20, and I could be completely wrong. It might actually get there, but you know, from a conservative point of view, you're going to meet that, okay, 1618, and I do think at that time you're looking at that sort of mania run here for crypto, and you are looking at the $2, $1.47, $1.50 price tag. Yeah, so it's doing everything it needs to for that. You know, it's when it starts losing key levels of support and structure that no longer becomes valid, and you have to look at support targets, you know, down below. You know, lose that, then you've got this swing high here, which you know, that's that swing high there, which is just the low look. This is where you found support when you came back up. When you rolled here, you rest on that swing high. So if you start to lose that now, immediately you've got a swing high there. So you'll see a bounce there, but then you're losing market structure. You've lost the low, and essentially you've created one big massive descending triangle, and you are entering the bear. But right now you're not in a, and this is the thing, I keep saying it, I don't know why people are saying we're in a bear market. There's no bear market. There's a corrective phase of a bull market. You're holding key levels of support for continuation of the bull market, you know. So it doesn't take a rocket scientist to sort of see you coiling up, basically. Who's that, Lee?
Well, your time fib on Bitcoin said the low. Remember you made that call second of
October, yeah,
second, and it's nailed it, man.
Yeah, man, it weren't bad, was it? But I did think that we would actually sort of go down to 37k, to be honest with you, but we didn't, and the reason is because it bounced off that 111 day.
Yeah.
Bounced
so
off
the 2nd of February, but the time fib nailed it, bro. What's the time? You know what I mean? What?
Yeah, it did.
Yeah, it was spooky.
Yeah, man. I got loads of slack on Twitter and everything because you were saying, oh, you said it were going to 37k, or you said that XRP were going to 76 cents and that, you know. But fucking Bitcoin.
People hear what they want to say.
Yeah, man. But Bitcoin, it was in a technical target down there, but it bounced off the 111 day.
Until invalidated, remember?
Yeah, man.
That's what you say. You say that all the time.
That's right, yeah. Patterns at play is valid until invalidated away, and it broke out of the resistance there that was putting it in that pattern. So yeah, it's a volatile game, isn't it?
Are you game to put the fib on this time fib on this one? On beach?
Yeah, we'll have a look. The one thing that confused me is where is the low here. So I'll go off this one here. So if we look at the high, trend based fib time just here, if we look at that high to this low to this high, potentially, you know, you could be looking at February is your 1618 fib extension, so 150 by January, February, which kind of it's kind of right because it's like your Bitcoin rolls over, and then you have that alt season. You know, so you could be looking at 150 by sort of late Jan, Feb, couldn't you? But again, it all depends where this low, the actual low is. You know, it could be there, which then puts that at January, or is it here? You know, is that your low, which then puts that sort of the end of November or something? You know, so for me, let's say that this is a low, but this is a cool little tool. This is, you know, experiment with this trend based fib time. It's a cool little tool.
You go what? So you go 1.68 on the time, and then 1.68 on the top to figure out when. Is that how you do it?
Well, the two. Anywhere in between this two is where I usually see the top, you know, and the break usually, yeah.
And then you're tied in with the fib going upwards as well to see the same levels, do you?
Pretty much, yeah. You just experiment with it.
Gotcha.
I mean, it worked out to an absolute knob on with XRP. I'm sure it did. XRP, what was it? Which one was it? Absolutely met on the two. I think it was a total market cap from what I remember. I'll have a quick look. Something was like, whoa, that was knob on. Do you know what I mean? Let me have a look. Is it this one? The total market cap. It hit that there, bang on the two. I'm sure it was. Let's look at the weekly. It's an experiment. So, is it this one? Let's have a look. So I love like experiment with things. Pretty much just there, isn't it? I mean, look at that for couple of weeks out of that top of the market cap there. You see that? So high to low to high. So that's wave one high. Boom, 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 boom. That's where your wave three ended. Right on the two, almost to a T. I mean, how good is that? Pretty knob on, isn't it? You know, and then it's rolled into a corrective wave there, and right now you're coming out into a new wave. So potentially, you know, if we can sort of come up here, the total market cap for the next wave, based off a very similar sort of experiment there. So that's your high. Potentially that's your low, and you're putting a new high wherever this high is, isn't it? You know, starts to come up. You're looking towards the end of November, December, reaching that wave here. This next wave, the impulsive wave, basically, not the end, but the impulsive wave. Do you get what I'm saying? So it's good. It's good. A $4 trillion market cap by sort of December, November. Watch this space.
All the hodlers will be happy.
Yeah, man. So, yeah. What's time now? 4:02. So I'll do a couple more coins and then I have to shoot. Wow, I've been 2.5 hours today. So any more coins before I shoot off, everyone? This is going to take some uploading.
You look at sand.
Sand, yeah. Sand. I was looking at this the other day, you know. Sand. I've not got it saved. Wait, is that 110? I'm always doing that.
Well, it sounds like the Incredibles.
It's doing well, isn't it? Let's take this out. One, two, three. This has got loads of life in it. Loads of life. Am I zoomed in too much? No. So on the weekly, bullish because you're above the EMAs, which is good. You're holding support. There might potentially be some kind of rising wedge there. Take a look on the daily. Looking alright. W bottom pattern you've broken out of just here. Let's see if your technical target has actually been met. From there to there. Not quite been met. Not quite there yet. At 88 cents. But you're rolling back for support. You've got a buy and go to the beach signal as well. You're falling back into it as support. This is good. This is golden. It's looking for appreciation. Straight off the bat. That's your trend based. This one here. If you go from there to there. You're looking at $1.87, and the next impulsive wave up from here, boom, 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 boom. You're looking at that, and that is a further appreciation from here of around about $126. $126, 126%. So it's doing everything it needs to. Let's have a look in the where you ran into 050. If you can hold above that, you're actually below it, aren't you? If it does start to roll back here, because you can see what you've done on the daily anyway, what you've done, you've melted this level of resistance just there. You've not necessarily backtested at support. So if you do start to see it roll back a bit, put some cheeky bids on this white line here, which is this level of resistance. Backtest turn into support 73 cents. And I think that would be a fantastic opportunity to get involved in this, you know, if you're not actually involved. Because I do think at that point you're flipping out. You're going to come up and you're going to break these levels of resistance, and you are looking at that once you break this high in this bull market. Let's get that knob on. You are looking at $1.88. That could offer a beautiful long of around about 155% for sand in this bull market. Is this to do with gaming or something, this particular project? Does anyone know? You got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Could actually go on beyond that. You could go up to like a 2.272 at $3. This could go anywhere. I mean, when it does go, look at that. Wow, it really, really does go. Potentially, if you're looking at a 5-way formation here, inception to, when was that? August, a year ago. Yeah, you could be looking at easy 2.272, $3 price tag here for sand moving forward. So that could actually be from this point here, get some cheeky bids on that level of support. You could be looking at a 305% long up right there on sand, but it could go beyond that. So it's looking good, it's looking good. But again, it has to hold this support, and you can see that in all this correction just here, you have held this support like a boss down here. Drop this in. 57 cents. Key level
It's a gaming virtual world.
Is it?
Gaming. What was that other gaming one? Alien, wasn't it?
TLM, yeah, I'm still bullish on that. That's come right back, and that moves ferociously, that does. TLM. See more upside on that. But with sand here, look, you've broken out a key level resistance just there, melted for it. Fall back to support. See you later. It's looking good. It's looking good. So I think the last time you did that was here as well, when you broke out this level of resistance. Just there. You see how quickly it goes. Fell back to support. EMAs. Exactly. Rinse repeat, basically. You know, you come up, you create the buy and go to the beat signal, overextended, come back into the EMAs support. You know, and it was the neckline of this WW bottom pattern, which you've broken out of just there. Support, go long. Right now, you've got a very, very similar scenario here in front of you. Broken out of a WW bottom pattern, roll back to support, go long. So that's sand. It's looking good. Sand. TLM. Let's take a look at that. TLM. 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 Picking up a bit. Where are we? We'll keep doing that. Starting to get back above the EMAs. Some kind of little bull pennant there as well. And a WW bottom pattern. Just here. On the daily. TLM. This was looking really, really good. This was looking really good actually. You know, you've got a kind of big cup and handle pattern was on the go there, and then Bitcoin absolutely tanked. But, you know, you are still putting in a higher low just there. You know, higher high, higher high. Roll over, do something like that. You're looking good. You're looking golden here for TLM for continuation. You're creating some kind of bull pennant just there. Calling up, breakout, continuation. You have got some kind of WW bottom pattern on the go here as well. And you can see that you're pretty much going to come up to this line of resistance just there. So I would imagine you're going to get back above the EMAs, back above the 55, and then you're going to get back above this level of resistance just there, this neckline. You know, and with that you're going to really get the party started, because your next technical target in impulsive wave, you're looking at roughly 80 cents. This could be a whopper. Let's have a look at this from here to there. Around about 283%. So it's looking good. It's looking really, really good, TLM, and that brings you up to this local high just there, roughly, doesn't it? You know, well, I hate that wick there. So my forecast for this, which I've done before, I'm sure, is not off that wick, it's off that one. So you're looking at $4.35 price tag. That's what I'm looking at for this particular project. Let's drop that out. So from here right now, you're looking at further appreciation of around about 1,982%, which would be amazing. So It's a good one. It's a good one. You know.
Hi Tom.
Yo.
What's up? Is it possible to do Troy next?
Yeah, I'll do that, and then I'll have to scarp because I've got football.
Thank you very much.
I'm going to play football, mate, in the rain. So, yeah, W bottom, breaking out, and then it looking good, providing you can hold support. There is a trend line just here. Potentially need to adhere to as well, moving forward. And you can see with this particular project as well that if you do start to sort of coil up like this, do that, you got a massive sort of ascending triangle, which is a bullish pattern. Break that, you've equally got a technical target from that level of resistance to there as well. You could be looking at a beautiful little upside of around about 34%. So, you know, correction done, breakout, continuation, you could be looking at a beautiful sort of potential. I mean, what is that wick? What is that? Because that was like $6 something. Yeah, this could be a mega trade going forward. That's TLM. And then the last one is Troy, isn't it? Troy. T. I don't think I've got it saved.
I found a really cool screensaver today for anyone that's interested. It's called Crypto Bubbles.
Wicked, man.
Crypto Bubbles. It gives you all the percentages of everything that's moving.
I've seen, yeah, that's awesome. I've seen that site. It's really cool, and they're really large bubbles, aren't they? And smaller bubbles.
Yeah, you can
cool,
change. You can change the settings to whatever you want. It's just like all you got to do is walk past the computer, and you can see which one's what's going on.
Yeah, it's mad.
Without actually having to stop and sit down again.
I was going to code something and put it on CoinsKid, man. I really like that. I did really like it. Because I'm a coder by trade, really. That's my technical job for many years, coding.
In what language?
Primarily PHQ. PHQ? What am I about? SQL, Java, bit of PHP. It is primarily PHP, to be fair, and SQL. But I like messing with all sorts. Yeah. But I like to build things from the ground up. That coinskid.com, I built that from the ground up, just using APIs.
Well, make bubbles that show you the buy and go to sell beach signals.
That is amazing. I think I spoke to you before because you was building some kind of API, some kind of system, wasn't you? What I could do with, mate, is there's all sorts that I could do with. I mean, I ain't got the time to develop it, but I could do with sort of some indicators, and it would be amazing to have a section on coinskit.com that sort of drags them all in and shows you. But yeah, definitely watch this space. We'll have to bang heads together, man, and come up with some ideas.
Jump on Skype one night. Yep.
Yeah, definitely, mate. Yeah, we'll sort it out. Send me a message. Troy, this will be the last one, then, and I'll have to shoot. Football.
It had a 400% pump the other day.
I know, look at that wick, mate. Jeez. Wow. Someone took some profit, didn't they? But yeah, I mean, it's looking nice. It's looking good. You know, you're moving up slowly but surely. The ball's got up the stairs and the bears come out the window. But, you know, we've not got any of that yet. This is not the bears coming out the window. You know, that's a correction. Your bears coming out the window is when you're going up parabolic, and that's your bears coming out the window, which I think is coming. I do think it's coming. But again, I've not got I'm not financial advice. I've not got a crystal ball. But you know, given the previous bull markets and the sort of cycle and the mania phases of the bull markets, that's what we usually see. Then big parabolic runs and then massive, quick capitulation, blow off tops. This is a beautiful corrective phase of a bull market. Found support, you know, higher than that low, and right now you're putting in, you know, potentially a higher high. So you're conforming. You know, you rested on that swing high pretty much down there. You found support, job done. You're looking good. You're looking absolutely golden. Don't like these wicks, but it's just what it is, isn't it? You got to take the rough with the smooth. What's the market cap of this, Troy?
It was now it's about probably 140 million, 100 million.
So it's a baby, isn't it? It's an altcoin gem. So should I use fibs? I'm not going to use fibs. I'm going to take the fibs out. Take the fibs out on scammy fibs. Take the wicks out, take the wicks out. Let's go off the bodies. So right now, this is your forecast based off this impulsive wave, which you're beginning to put in, and you can see you're retracing. You're coming up to all the fibs. You run into them, coming back to support, potentially run into the golden ratio, come back to support, put some cheeky bids on the 050 at 013446, because you can see you're getting a little bit overextended from the EMAs. Come back, get a little bounce off them, consolidate, continuation, because your next wave up, you're looking at a minimal 8 cents here for this particular project, and that's a lovely little upside of around about 485%. But like I said to you, you know, these things, these low caps, they do tend to go crazy. I mean, just here, let's have a look, see if this actual Fibonacci target was met just there, see where it actually ran into off that previous impulsive wave. So you can see you got way beyond. Let's move this. Let's hide that. Hide it. So you can see you got way beyond the 1618 just there. You didn't quite get to the 2, and then I'll bet you ran into it on the wicks. Let's drop the wicks in again. Drop the wick in, see where we got to. Yeah, you got to the 2, hit it resistance, rolled over, found support on this 786 down here, and then you're building back up. So drop the wicks off again, drop that back in. Let's say you get to the 2 here, you're looking at 15 cents on the next impulsive wave. So from here right now, that could be around about almost 10x. That'd be nice from this point. And what market cap is it? 150. So it's about 1.5, is it? 1.5 billion, which is nice. You know, that's a drop in the ocean compared to the total market capitalization of crypto, what we're looking at. And it is all about holding support. You can see you've come up like this in beautiful waveforms like this. You know, if you lose this level of support just here, you're losing this swing low and potentially entering a bear market. But I don't see that yet. I don't see that. I think it's looking really good for continuation, providing you can come up and break all these levels of resistance and break this primary level of resistance now, this all-time high. You know, you're looking at that, and then hopefully that would be lovely, wouldn't it? 10x to that point. So if you're looking for just a nice entry point here, you know, a bit of a reservist and want to be responsible, just wait for this break of this high, just at 0.0376, and then you've got a lovely little long up in front of you, you know, around about 176% to the 1618. And it'd be nice to get to that overextension of 411% there for Troy. So is there any patterns? Is there any patterns? Is there any patterns? Have a look. Let's look at the RSI as well. RSI on the daily started to get a bit overbought. That's why he rolled over, and you've got a bit of a bearish divergence on the daily as well, because you've got a high and a lower high, and in the price action there you've got that. So that's why I said to you, put some cheeky bids down here on the 050. I think you might get fruitful down there because you've got a divergence that's playing out just there. So you roll back to support, hold it, breakout, continuation. Let's have a look. Drop these wicks back in. Wicks. Just there. Yeah, so for me, put some cheeky bids down here. There's no real patterns as such, is there? It's just continuation.
Bitcoin is just breaking the local high.
Nice. Cool beans, bro.
Look at that's rocking.
Cool beans. So here, what is that? Inverse head and shoulders potentially.
That's rocking.
Pretty. A beautiful, like, sort of left shoulder, head, right shoulder, broke resistance, come back up, coiling up, looking for continuation here. So there is a bit of a technical target that it is actually in, you know. Yeah, potentially the 0618, which is where you run into resistance. So for me, it's all about buying support at this particular break. Buy and go to the beach signal, looking great. Hold above this level of resistance that you now turn into support just here, you know. Looking really, really good for continuation on this particular project moving forward. As is everything, if Bitcoin does well, it is all about Bitcoin. You know, you're fully aware of that right now. A lot of people think that their own projects stand aside, but if Bitcoin's shit in the bed, it drags everything down with it. You know,
Bitcoin's going for it now.
Nice. Let's have a goose at the old king coin.
Mention.
Let's have a look, see where that is. Okay, so we didn't quite get that right shoulder on that anticipated inverse head and shoulders pattern, but are we running into resistance to that broadening wedge that we were sort of looking at earlier? You know, if we run into resistance there and start to fall back, that's some kind of broadening wedge. That's a reversal pattern, and that could coincide with your particular, you know, anticipation of this sort of dump moon. That'd be amazing. We've got a cheat sheet that you're calling for, Craig. That dump moon down there. See you later, mate. because the EMAs are a bit gappier as well on a 4 hour, you know, so it can't get too overextended. Sound, let me write that down. Troy. Right, I better shoot, so I've got the old football. Nice talking to everyone, and thank you for your support in the Coinski community. It's amazing. And we'll have to bash heads. We'll have to bash heads, Craig.
Oh, thanks, Tom.
Thank you. Have a good game.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Yeah,
man.
good luck.
Good luck, everyone. Yeah, wish you all the best. Take it easy.